because that one, of course, just so people understand, we have headphones. The headphones you have little plug, big plug. Little plug, big plug.
It's like big stinger, little stinger.
Exactly. We'll be talking about that in 3 for Madness, by the way. And I have the big plug is the preferable one. I think it sounds better. I don't know why. But it connects to my headphones. And you can snap it off. But if you do that, see, I only have a big plug here where I sit. I don't have a small plug option. Mm-hmm. So for some reason, every once in a while, someone decides to take the adapter. And I don't even have a problem if they take. Fine, if it's an emergency and you need headphones, take the big adapter. But just replace it.
Yeah.
Just put it back.
Right.
That's all. Now, usually this happens on the weekends because the weekends are like basically a free for all here.
Yeah.
It's a free for all in this place. None of us are here. Everyone's just partying and doing their thing. I don't know.
But why didn't this plug work? The one right by you.
It does. Yeah, it does. The problem is that here, talking to your mic, you'll hear it's about 20% volume with no bass whatsoever.
I gotcha.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Versus yours,
because I have it really low.
Yeah. Oh, is that why?
I turn it really low because everybody has it so loud. Protecting my ears. My precious ears.
That's a good idea.
I don't want to hurt my ears.
Nobody wants to end up like Tom Bailey.
What?
Yeah. Old Tom. Hey! Can't hear it. Can you hear Chris? Can you hear him?
He's not talking.
He was talking.
Was I talking?
There you go. Well, your mouth was moving.
Oh. I had a great conversation with Tom when we all met up that other weekend.
We all did?
Huh? Oh, not all of us. Jason and I and everybody else.
How'd that go? Why was it a great conversation? Was it just like a conversation? What specifically
I was talking to him, and I could realize that he couldn't hear anything I was saying.
That's a great conversation.
Yeah. Hey, you know what it could be?
Huh.
Maybe it is Alan.
Why do you say that?
I don't know. A little payback.
For the
A Sizzler.
A Sizzler. A piles of food.
Hey, we didn't say it.
Could have been. Oh, boy, did I read that wrong. First line in the chat was somebody saying, good morning, everybody, Pedro and Tin. I read that at first as good morning, everybody, Pedo and Tin. And I think there's a difference there between Pedro. Tomato. Good morning. That's Greg and Patrick and Tortilla. And everybody else in there, Camp and man. Good morning, everybody. Welcome in. Hey, it's a Thursday. June 25.
6 months till Christmas.
Hey, what do you know?
Hey, let's celebrate.
You know what? I'm kind of glad you brought that up. That's a nice moment. That's worth celebrating. We're now on the other side. We are now closer to Christmas than we are far away.
Yes.
With everything now.
Every minute.
We are at the summit, and we are now beginning the descent. Yeah. And every year I start Christmasing a little earlier.
Gosh.
What?
I just realized something.
What?
And it really disappointed me. Do you know what happened 17 years ago today?
On June 25th, 2009?
Yep.
No, but it's going to be something lame.
The Kings drafted Tyreek Evans.
Evans.
Oh.
Why?
I know what else happened that day, too.
Oh, what?
Yeah, big thing happened.
Really big thing.
Oh, the day.
Huge thing. It was all over CNN.
Yeah. Not a good thing. I mean.
Not a good thing. Okay, well, obviously it wasn't 9/11. Well, I'm just saying.
Well done.
Thank you. I'm narrowing it down.
Yeah.
One of the challengers.
It wasn't Pearl Harbor.
One of them shuttles explode.
Chris, no hints.
No.
About Pearl Harbor.
No. Only it was a war, right? Well, no, I'm going to need some hints here. June 25th.
It was a passing of someone.
Oh, Michael Jackson? Oh my good. Wow. How was that like the first thing? Huh? Like you said, as a passing. Oh, Michael Jackson. Ah, really? That's depressing.
I actually do, like, you say, you remember where I think I heard it on the radio, and I was pulling up to Arco for the draft. I was like, no way. Wait,
I
what?
was at my friend's house and we were about to go to Players, and it was like on CNN.
For the draft?
Yeah.
I have a question.
Uh-huh.
I have thoughts in my head sometimes I feel guilty about, even though I don't share them. And I'm going to say it out loud because I just want to see if like anyone else reconciles this, right? I was a massive Michael Jackson fan. Like, a lot of people were, right? When it's just saying still am. And then when he passed, it was like super depressing, right? And it's so funny because like you don't know I wasn't like, oh, I'm going to miss Michael coming over and hanging out. Like I didn't know him. I never met him.
That's a different story.
Yeah, right? And, but artists, athletes, there's the thing when musicians pass away, like, okay, I'll start it this way. There was an MTV Music Awards, I think it was in the 2000s. I'm pretty sure it was. And it might have been late 90s, but I think it was 2000s. And NSYNC was performing with Justin Timberlake and all them. And they were doing their song called Pop. And I remember because it was just on. I was doing something else. I remember I was doing something else in my house, and they were on. And then all of a sudden, like, they kind of like break down the song. And then all of a sudden, like, there's this big screen behind, like, video screen behind them. And it's like starts forming a silhouette. And then the silhouette completes, and it's obviously like one of Michael Jackson's, like, you can tell it's Michael Jackson, right? I don't know if he had the fedora or not, but it's one of the classic MJ silhouettes, right? And I was like, oh, that's cool. And then all of a sudden the screen goes up. It's freaking Michael Jackson, dude. And then he comes out, and like they're all, the thing where like they all make a circle and they're like clapping, and he's just MJ dancing, just blowing the place up, right? And then he ends it was about a minute of him dancing, which is a long time, to dance, but, a minute of doing these moves. And then he does like this spin, and then they had this, and I know it's part of the bit, but they have this chair out, and they pull this chair, and he spins, and then he sits down in the chair, right? And the song ends. Right when the song ends, Jackson sits down, song ends. And then as I'm watching, the whole place is going absolutely ballistic, and they're focusing in on him, and he looks like he's about to keel over. He is so tired, which I don't blame. I get it. But it was like really that was the first time. Remember, this was before he obviously passed away. He was dancing. But it was the first time I was like, wow, is Michael getting old? Mm-hmm. Here's my question. How often do we see like, Ann Wilson of Heart, Vince Neil of Motley Crue, Axl Rose of Guns N' Roses, and on. Everybody can name them. Heck, I even saw McCartney, and he still a great show, but I am 63 years old. He's beyond that, but you can still tell. How do I reconcile the fact that like there's zero part of me, to be clear, there is 0.0 part of me that enjoys when people that I love artist-wise pass. But also, we don't ever have to see them like holding on way beyond they're always going to be snapshotted, if not, like in some cases, like Cobain, Lane Staley, Jim Morrison, on and on. They're all snapshotted in their prime. They're immortalized almost, which I don't like seeing artists I grew up loving and watching over the hill and just who is the guy? I mean, I'm not into him, but was it Frankie Valli?
Yeah.
Or somebody's on stage and you're just like,
trying.
bro, get him. You're like, listen, what are you doing here? Right. So what I'm saying is I feel guilty for having those thoughts because on one hand, it's not like, well, I'm glad they died, but it's like if there's a benefit to them passing early, they're immortalized, and we're all going to go at some point. They're immortalized. Like, we're never going to have... I don't think MJ would have ever played, like, Fred's Casino in Brawley. I'm pretty sure any show MJ ever did for the rest of his life, he could be up there literally like, I'm going to lip sync, and lip sync the whole thing, and it would sell out in 30 seconds. But what would it have been like to see if he'd have done that? How depressing would it have been to see Michael Jackson at like 78 out there, like
not dancing or partially dancing?
Like doing like some little like dancing in the sense that he's barely dancing at all, but everyone's like going crazy. Oh, look at him, he's trying. Like he does like a feeble fedora throw. Billie Jean hit, and he's just like. Yeah, exactly. Like the Thriller dance, but it's all weird.
So I just rewatched that performance that you're talking about.
Yeah.
I think you might misremember him being tired. He doesn't look tired at all.
It doesn't. No, I'm talking about.
Yeah, he goes and he sits on the chair.
And then the close up on him afterwards.
No. And then he just gets up immediately. He's hugging everybody and stuff like that. I think when you saw it, you're like, oh, man, he's winded.
I haven't seen it since I saw it live. I'll have to rewatch it. But I see, for some reason, it triggered me that he looked like when he sat down, the song ends, and then they focus in on him. It just looked like he was holding on.
Okay, let me ask you this. How do you feel about, it's probably the same thing, like the ceremonial tee shots, and it's like Jack and Tom Watson, and because to me,
yeah,
like Jack, I think honestly this year didn't he hit like a grounder?
Yeah,
which I mean, it happens. It happens to all of us.
Happened to me yesterday.
And then I appreciate. Wow,
It was great.
that wasn't me. I hope not.
No, Jack Nicklaus.
No, so it's okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. But then
to make fun of you.
Yeah, then you appreciate like Tom Watson, who
right.
Whoa,
yeah,
that was like 200 down the middle.
Yeah. And,
so like right now,
or Gary Player,
who's even older than all of them, and he's fit and doing all this stuff. Who did I just hear over the? Someone was playing a clip of someone in my family of Tom Jones.
Yeah,
who's in his 80s
yeah,
somewhere.
It has to be
super powerful voice.
Yep.
Like sounds like I don't know if it was when he's 40, but like he sounds amazing.
Yeah.
So maybe it's appreciating what that person was. And still, to this, knowing that they're not the same, but also then the people that still have it, like marveling at them.
Yeah, the people that still have it, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
And for years, that one of those guys was McCartney.
Yeah.
But then Father Time inevitably catches up.
Right.
I am 63 years old.
I think he's older.
Yeah, McCartney's in his.
I'm not talking about McCartney.
84.
Oh, that was Dave. That's right.
Yeah.
He said it.
No, I think like. I don't think any celebrity death hit me harder than Chris Cornell when that happened.
Really?
No, I mean, just because that was everybody has their golden stretch of music, and I probably, to be honest with you, overall a fan of music pre-'80s before I was or knew what the hell was going on, but I can appreciate it. But man, the '90s that was my golden era, and Cornell to me was the best to come out of that, and then Cornell, what was it, man? I think I'm getting these right. Like Michael Hutchence, Chris Cornell, David Carradine. I think they all passed the same way, and I'm not going to go into the details. You can look it up.
Not that, I mean, we are already morbid here. I have 4 that hit me the hardest.
Yeah.
Abraham Lincoln.
Here's my Mount Rushmore. Wow.
Your Mount Celebrity Deathmore.
Thomas Jefferson.
Of course. Well, Michael.
King Tut.
Michael.
Robin Williams.
Oh yeah.
Kobe.
Oh, yeah.
And Chris Farley.
Ooh,
for just
that's
different
a
reasons.
good one.
Age, circumstance.
It's a good one.
Jason had no problem with Princess Diana dying.
No, I was encouraged
Or
by that.
Prince. Yeah. Yeah, wow. Those are the 4 that hit you the most. Would those also be those are the 4 that hit you the most, and that's a good list or a bad list, I don't know how to say it.
Mm-hmm. Dave likes death.
Are there, welcome in everybody.
Good morning, everybody.
It's a post-draft morbid Thursday.
Just a reminder, none of us are getting out alive.
Is there any death that's not on your Mount Deathmore of ones that affected you the most that's as or more memorable? Because I'm trying to
Well, the crazy thing that we were talking about Michael Jackson is Farah Fawcett died on the same day.
I know.
Which was big for like a couple
I know.
hours.
Yeah.
And then everyone completely went away from it.
Imagine being like Farrah Fawcett's family. I mean, I guess you're focused on Farrah dying more than like the publicity she's getting. But and didn't she die? Didn't she die of something? Like, wasn't it like
I don't know.
a very specific thing that happened?
You know, like when people talk about celebrities dying in threes or whatever like that.
yeah.
The one thing I have this weird thought of, like on that specific day, I don't know what Michael's status was. We know how it ended, but like, did he know that Farrah died?
Ooh, great
Like, is that part of the day? Like, oh man. You know?
Wait, didn't Michael die because it was like an overdose or something?
Yeah, but I don't know what time.
Right.
You know.
Holy crap, dude. What if he found out, what if it turns out that like he and Farrah Fawcett had like super good friends and then like he found out she died
What
and
if
then
he just uncovered it?
And then he was like, you know what, I need something.
This is it.
And then like technically she died and it was a domino effect to him dying. Oh my goodness. I feel like we're like we're doing the Joe Rogan show. we just need blunts.
Hey, Chris, check this out.
Chris, bring that up, would you? Oh yeah, thank you, Ken. It was colon cancer. I thought it was more specific. I remember reading about
For Farrah, we're talking about?
Yeah,
Okay.
again, maybe that sometimes you get stuff in your head, and, whatever. But you know what? Like, this isn't on my Mount Rushmore, but honestly, one that really, like, I won't say random. We all know who he is, but the one that randomly really freaking got me was John Ritter.
Oh, yeah.
I
that
did
one got
not.
me too. That's a good one.
And it wasn't just like none of us. I know. Chris is laughing.
Sorry.
You know what we mean.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
That's a good. I know. Such
No,
a bad
I'd forgotten
combo.
about that, but I had the same feeling.
And then because who didn't like John Ritter?
Yeah, I had the same feeling with Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Oh my goodness!
It
Yeah.
just, I don't know that I was the biggest fan, but it was like, oh man.
Yeah. There you go.
What?
And then the thing that really screwed me up about Ritter dying, other than Ritter dying, like, do you ever read about how he died? Like, his heart like literally exploded, and then I remember reading this article, and it was like, this is what he went through. Like, this is what happened to his heart.
Yeah.
It's intense, unbearable. Like, it wasn't like he went boom. Like, he was that.
painful.
It was like he went through it, and then you're just like, what, dude? Like, I don't make. Who knows? Everybody has skeletons, right? But I feel like John Ritter was one of the guys like universally loved.
Yeah.
No skeletons. Everyone. He made everything better. He was like, he was like sugar sprinkling on everything. He just made it better. Yeah, that one. I didn't expect that, man. Anthony Bourdain got me. Anthony Bourdain really got me. And I know when we start talking about people dying, there's inevitably the guy who's like, well, actually, here's the thing he did. I know that Anthony Bourdain has a complicated legacy. I'm not indifferent to that, but I loved Anthony Bourdain. Obviously I'm a food guy. I love cooking, but like, I don't know if anyone out there's ever watched his stuff, No Reservations or any of that stuff. Like he somehow, it was like Hunter S. Thompson and I don't know.
It was rarely about the food.
It really the food. It was a food show, air quotes, but like, we're going to Tokyo today, and then Anthony, he was just a gifted writer. So he would write these monologues and soliloquies. He never sounded like he was reading them, but he certainly wasn't going off the cuff. And it would be like, okay, we're going to Tokyo, and the thing you don't know about Tokyo is underground, the Yakuza parties that you go to. So I got a tattoo on my neck of a Yakuza character, and then we went to a strip club, and we drank some sort of whiskey that got brewed in 1592. Next thing you know, I woke up in a Buddhist temple naked with gold flakes on my eyelashes, and we enjoyed an iced tea and this amazing Wagyu beef dish. And you're like, wait, what? Like, the food got in there?
Yeah.
But it was this just crazy party going on around it. I mean, he didn't get cheated. Like, Anthony Bourdain lived a full and interesting life, went to probably every country in the freaking world, visited, his whole thing always, one of my favorite quotes of his, which I won't get verbatim, was like, travel to another country, get off the beaten path, go to the tiny hole-in-the-wall restaurant. Don't sit outside. Sit inside the back where it's hot. Go by yourself if you can, or ask them what's their signature dish. Order that. Sit there. Have a whatever the local beer is, and just people watch and try to do that as often as you can. And that's his whole thing was food is a prism, maybe the best prism into understanding actual culture. And I think that's really, really true. I think sharing meals with people is the ultimate bonding experience and an insight into, like if I go to your house and I have 6 meals over 6 trips, I'm probably going to get a decent idea as to, there's going to be the bonding and the talking and all that, but you're also going to know, hey, you guys like to cook this. And
right.
Anyway.
Food brings people together.
Food does.
He's seen the guy that impersonates him going to different restaurants. Like he goes to Chuck E. Cheese.
Are you serious? Yes. Okay, please
and
send
I
me
think
that.
Olive Garden.
Please send me that. He goes
unlimited breadsticks.
But he's got the same exact tone and like sort of soliloquy of just like this weird stuff.
Yeah, okay, so sorry to go back to Farah Fawcett. This is why I remember this. And again, I say this with all respect. I specifically remember. So Campeo said she had colon cancer, right? And that's how she passed. And you hear about people passing with colon cancer. Well, I'm reading here the entry, and it says Farah Fawcett was diagnosed with anal cancer in 2006, began chemo and surgery, cancer-free on her 60th. Cancer recurred in 2007. She was diagnosed stage 4 and metastasized into her liver. And then passed away, as we just talked about. Honestly, I'd always heard of it as colon cancer. I didn't know that was a different type of cancer, I guess what I'm saying. And that stands out where you go, oh, I remember that. What else?
When it breaks,
what?
We have it first.
It's Sactown Sports.
I don't know
Breaking
this.
News.
Chris?
According to Shams Charania, the Charlotte Hornets are trading star guard LaMelo Ball and Josh Green to the Minnesota Timberwolves for Naz Reid, a 2023 unprotected first-round pick, 3 first-round
Hold on, you
pick
said 2023.
Sorry, 2033.
Okay.
3 first-round pick swaps and 3 second-round picks.
Okay, first off, that's going to go down as one of the all-timers. All right. Chris, you did everything right, but in the future, can we just get 30 seconds for a segue?
Why?
I waited for a stop.
You waited for a stop.
What's bad is I was just getting ready to hit it, and you're like, okay, here's where I was wrong.
It's just a good vibration.
That was not. That was
Hey,
just.
look.
Yeah.
I like to look at this as people will remember where they were
Yeah.
when LaMelo Ball got traded. Hey, the morning show was talking about Mount Rushmore of deaths.
I don't even
too.
mind segueing out of Mount Rushmore of death. It's LaMelo Ball and Josh Green for Naz Reid, an unprotected first. Is it just me here? Or does it seem like Charlotte did not get a haul? And here's what I'm talking. So Naz Reid's a very good player. All right, 6th man of the year, all that. The unprotected first in 7 years is obviously like, okay, we're going to count on. That's going to be the Anthony Edwards. I'm very, very willing to say Anthony Edwards will not be on the Timberwolves in 2033. Who knows what they'll be doing? So that's obviously going to be valuable. I mean, the pick swaps, but the pick swaps are over the next few years. What are the odds necessarily is Charlotte going to, especially with Charlotte trading LaMelo Ball to the Timberwolves, take away all the picks and all the accoutrements with this thing. It's Naz Reid for LaMelo Ball are the principles here. I think that makes, on paper, Minnesota better. So my question would be, okay, you got those 3 pick swaps. That looks great. But what are the odds of Charlotte actually swapping any of those picks? And then the seconds.
When, like, you and I were at the golf media day yesterday, and you were the one like, whoa, news is like
came up
Charlotte
through the parking lot,
shopping, LaMelo Ball. And then as soon as I heard that, I mean, it's jarring news, and then I go, like, I'm not the biggest fan of him.
I'm not either.
So when I look at it, like when, hey, that star's available, I immediately always go, ooh, Kings. No, I don't think so. Like, no interest for the Kings to me. Not that they were. And Minnesota gets them, I understand, but when you pull back for the offseason, are they better? With LaMelo Ball, really, let's do it for Naz Reid and Julius Randle. Remember, they didn't get. They did that so they could sign Desumnu. I don't know.
You don't know from a Timberwolves standpoint?
Yeah. This is a team that's been close. It's been really close. It's been good the last 3 years.
I mean, they're trying.
They're trying.
They're trying.
I'll give them that, but.
And, it's so funny in a couple of things. I forget which. It was somebody big that said this, journalisty-wise, but said that they thought maybe Rudy Gobert would be the one involved in this, which did not make sense to me whatsoever. Well, hey, if only we could have, I don't know, a top 3 NBA writer in the country on today to talk about it.
We should try for it.
We should. Maybe we can get Sam Amick at 8 o'clock.
Oh,
that would be amazing. Kelly Brothers at 7:28. It's your normal Thursday lineup, but a very abnormal Thursday news cycle. That'll start you off. We've got the LaMelo Ball news. We'll talk much more about that. We'll find places to insert that. Hello. And the Kings complete their draft. And when we come back, we'll talk about that. And one very striking commonality to this draft I noticed last night I want to share with you guys. We'll do that next.
The Kings officially got their guy. Following a breakout season at Arkansas, Darius Acuff Jr. is headed to Sacramento. After adding one of the most electric scorers in college basketball, has Scott Perry officially found the new face of the franchise.
Your exclusive home for Kings basketball.
Sactown Sports 1140.
Sacramento weather is brought to you by Bonnie.
I'm Tamara Berg in the KCRA 3 Weather Center. It's Thursday. Out the door, you feel that Delta breeze for the morning. Probably need a layer for the first few hours. We get into the afternoon, we'll see mainly sunny skies as the clouds thin out. You'll still feel that breeze with highs today in the upper 80s. Get the latest forecast on the KCRA 3 News and the KCRA 3 app.
Oh, the Sacramento heat. Right now, get your AC professionally tuned up for as low as just $59 and enjoy your summer nice and cool. Plumbing, electrical, heating, and air, Bonnie.com. Summer restrictions apply. License 696-355.
T-Mobile has an exclusive bundle for customers 55 and up.
I'm Sarah Bowl.
Yeah, I'm Frank Bowl.
A reliable network is key for us. And with T-Mobile, it's been wonderful. And going to the 55 plus plan saved us so much money.
A lot.
And that's important. Trying to keep costs down. The home internet's been perfect. It's fast, it's quick. The setup was so easy, it took less than 15 minutes.
It was like, ta-da! If you want simplicity, coverage, reliability, you want the whole package, T-Mobile has it.
Right now, T-Mobile customers 55 and up can get 2 phone lines on America's best network, plus America's fastest 5G home internet for just $30 each.
$30 per month each line with autopay plus taxes and fees. Minimum age 55. Pricing for home internet rely on 2 lines of Essentials Choice 55. $35 connection charge per line required. Best mobile network and fastest 5G home internet based on analysis by Ookla of Speed Test Intelligence data 2H 2025. All rights reserved.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-8157. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com
or call 800-575-8157. That's 800-575-8157.
Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
If you have unfiled taxes or are in debt to the IRS, this is important news. Did you know the IRS has programs specifically designed to help people struggling with tax debt? Powerful tax assistance programs that can save you thousands if you qualify. No one knows these programs better than the experts at Optima Tax Relief, America's most trusted tax resolution firm, A-rated by the Better Business Bureau. Their award-winning tax attorneys and licensed professionals have resolved over $3 billion of tax debt for their clients. One call to Optima can start the process, helping to put an end to your worries about wage garnishment, asset seizure, and other aggressive IRS actions. Find the best options to solve your tax problems. Call the experts at Optima Tax Relief today for a free consultation.
Call 800-375-2922. 800-375-2922. 800-375-2922.
Optima Tax Relief. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Mike Rowe here with another random fact. Those cracks on your walls aren't just cosmetic. They could mean your home is sinking. Whether it's drywall cracks, exterior cracks, or sticking doors or windows, do yourself a favor. Call Groundworks. I spent some time working with these guys, and they're the real deal. Their people are trained and certified to stabilize your foundation. Schedule a free inspection with Groundworks, the foundation and waterproofing experts.
Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
Join Kayla in Sactown Sports this Friday from 4 to 6 p.m. at Cal Expo as the world's best skateboarders, BMX riders, and Moto X athletes take over Cal Expo June 26th through the 28th. Tickets at xgames.com.
Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
On Sactown Sports.
Say something real quick about, we'll talk more about LaMelo Ball. I thought about this last night, too. I think you and I talked about it briefly. I'm very interested to read the long-form post-mortem on this because this came out of nowhere. There was no hint of LaMelo Ball being on the block. There has to be something. There has to be. I know. One of the things I read said that they want Brandon Miller and Con Knippel to be the futures of the franchise. Like they're Charlotte's good on that. Like they want this. Part of this is to make room for Brandon Miller, and to put it in Kings terms, although this is really sloppy. It seems like a second cousin to when the Kings traded Jason Williams and brought in Mike Bibby. Like talented guards, different styles. Yeah. But, you had the LaMelo Ball driving incident. And by the way, before that, anyone who spends any time on social media, every couple of months you'd see some video or anecdote of basically LaMelo Ball terrorizing the streets around the Charlotte arena when he'd pull out in some car of his and crazy-looking Lambo or whatever and just peeling out and doing Now, look, I'm not saying you trade a guy because of that. I'm happy to be wrong here. This really smells of, I guess maybe the closest thing I could think of is the Doncic thing, just from the point of view where the Mavs, you would hear, like, they were just the camp, the stuff that came with it. It was a distraction. They'd been looking to move on for a while. It was a conversation within the walls. I have a feeling in this postmortem something's going to come out that has nothing to do with play. It's going to do with personality clashes or this or that, or we were just tired of the whatever that came with him. I'm very curious to hear the motivations behind all of a sudden just, well, all right, we're trading LaMelo.
Yeah, when there were some rumors about the Hornets, for a while looking at point guards and like De'Aaron's name came up. Do you think they'd be better off with De'Aaron Fox than LaMelo Ball?
The Timberwolves?
I'm sorry, I said Hornets. I meant the Timberwolves, yeah.
I am
different players.
Yeah,
completely.
I'm going to admit I've always struggled with LaMelo Ball because he's obviously a very, very gifted player.
Yeah, like now on the screen they have their potential starting lineup.
Right. Ball, Edwards. I mean, that's
great.
That is an incredibly interesting backcourt. DeSumo, Jalen McDaniel. I think they're a better team today. But
I don't know.
No, you're not a.
Well, I'm just thinking of losing Naz Reid and Julius Randle. I mean, Randle was to free up space.
Yes.
And Naz Reid, you had to give up somebody.
Well,
They're different. They're different.
Yes, and I don't think they're done yet.
That's true. I got to give them the fairness of the doubt. Benefit of the doubt.
I just saw something here during the break because we still got a lot of stuff coming in. Let me find it. It's the trade exception. They created
with the Randle move.
I think it was a $40.7 million trade exception, the largest in NBA history.
Yeah, but I thought some of that, and I don't, maybe Sam can help us with this, was the inner workings was to help get DeSumo, and then maybe take on some of that money because they took on money here with Ball.
Yeah.
So
Al Horford is declining his player option and intends to sign a new 2-year, $14 million deal to stay with the Golden State Warriors. That also happened earlier today. We were just talking earlier about things that happen and then get covered up by something much bigger. That's kind of that.
Remember when the Kings were talking about Horford about 7 years ago and everybody said he was too old?
I'm laughing. I might have been one of those people. I don't know. But whoever said that was wrong. I've always struggled with LaMelo Ball. And I have forced myself to check myself on it because I just want to make sure that my criticisms of LaMelo Ball weren't unfair because of his dad or the whole, the ball circus that comes with that. And obviously his dad's gone through a lot of stuff and you haven't heard from him. And he lost a leg. They got a divorce, that whole thing. But I think LaMelo's a good player. I don't think he's a superstar. I think at best he's at second level.
Mm-hmm. Which with Ant, I mean that's the superstar.
Yes, that is a very, very, very interesting backcourt.
And I don't know what his defense. I mean, I don't think of people talking about his defense one way or the other. Not great, not bad, whatever. But what's great is to join that team and have Gobert behind you.
Yeah, I mean,
and you got McDaniels as a great perimeter defender. Ant's actually a pretty good defender.
But now, do we kind of add LaMelo Ball? Does this now kind of add LaMelo Ball? And we were talking about Darius Acuff and the worries about that, right? Mm-hmm. Does this put LaMelo Ball a little bit in that Trae Young? I guess you could say James Harden, but it seems like there is this trend developing in the NBA where you've got a lot of successful teams that are looking at players that go, okay, well, let's see. LaMelo Ball last year, not this last year. He actually had a down year last year. The year before, 25.2 points a game, in 7.5 assists on 40, 34, 84 splits with 5 boards a game. Like those are all-star caliber numbers.
Yeah.
It seems like there's this trend that we're like, yeah, that's pretty and all, but that's not. They're not a winning basketball player. I'll say this too: the interesting thing about the Hornets doing this now is they had a hell of a comeback year this year.
They did.
They were that team that nobody wanted to play. That they were hot as hell. Well, they very much were trying. It looked like they were mirroring what the Pacers did the year before, coming on strong. They just didn't have the playoff success.
Right.
So, anyways, we'll take a break. When we come back, let's get into the draft from yesterday. One common theme that we noticed with all the Kings draft picks, and we'll let you know about the newest Sacramento King right after this.
The Kings officially got their guy. Following a breakout season at Arkansas, Darius Acuff Jr. is headed to Sacramento. After adding one of the most electric scorers in college basketball, has Scott Perry officially found the new face of the franchise.
Your exclusive home for Kings basketball.
Sactown Sports 1140.
I used to think all money managers were the same until I spoke with Fisher Investments.
Really? How different are they?
Fisher's investment counselors are dedicated to service, not sales, keeping clients up to date on their portfolio.
Well, they probably just invest in a bunch of mutual funds like I do.
Nope. They build a tailored portfolio based on their clients' personal goals, helping them stay on track for a comfortable retirement.
Well, they must make commissions selling products.
Actually, Fisher doesn't sell any commission-based products. They're a fiduciary, and they believe that's a conflict.
Then they have some kind of complex fee structure.
Nope. Fisher has a simple, transparent fee that's a percentage of their client's portfolio. So they do better when their clients do better.
It sounds like Fisher really is different.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Fisher Investments. Clearly different wealth management. Learn more at fisherinvestments.com/different. Investing in securities involves the risk of loss.
Hi, I'm Justin Gingery from the law firm of Gingery, Hammer, and Associates. When you have been injured by the fault of another, you will want advice you can trust. If you know an attorney you can trust, I hope you call that person. But if you don't, please call me. I promise I will be the attorney you can trust. Along with my partner and associates, I have been helping accident survivors recover for their injuries for over 25 years. And we can help you. There's no charge for calling, so please call us today.
When you get an injury, just call Gingery.
And we're live from the living room as Doug eyes up the matchday spread. He's reaching for the buffalo wing. Perfect! Hang on, what's this? Oh, he's gone for a can of Pepsi too! Incredible! What a finish! Sensational combination! Look at the delight on his face. There's no doubt about it. It just tastes better. Match days deserve Pepsi. Food deserves Pepsi. Grab a pack of Pepsi Zero Sugar for today's match. It's poetry in motion.
Is the volatility of the stock market driving you crazy? Is your retirement account sinking, yet you're getting older? And you're starting to worry about, will I have enough for retirement? What about the money in the bank? These banks pay nothing these days. How do we get growth to get to retirement account? It's simple. Move into gold and silver. Want to know how to do it? Listen to my show, Striking Gold, with me, Kenny Michaels.
And the match is about to begin.
Most of the team is out with COVID-19, so there'll be some substitutes tonight.
What's this? We have an unexpected guest on the field.
It's a dog. Well, they could do with extra players.
She's going for the ball.
Are front paws hands or feet?
Soccer season is full of surprises, and COVID-19 could be one of them. If you test positive, prescription medications may help. Ask your doctor if they're right for you. Learn more at PfizerForAll.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
So Ryan and I came to the decision to get life insurance when I was pregnant with our first son. He really wanted us to be taken care of if something happened to him. He provided for our family in life and also after his death. I think that would make him proud. Ethos makes it fast and easy to get life insurance. Apply in minutes and get same-day coverage.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/music. That's ethos.com/music. Paid testimonial. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Wheelerman Golf Course presents Music on the Green Thursday, June 25th from 6 to 8 p.m. Hi, this is Frank LaRosa with the Golf to Go radio show. Join Scott Marsh and me as we broadcast live. Four Barrel is the musical guest at this free community event sponsored by Urban Roots. See you there.
Waking you up with the best in local sports.
They just make it interesting, you know?
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross
on Sactown Sports.
Slightly disappointed in Richie the Wagon. Why don't we have a day two reaction? I was liking those. Fun fact, Jason.
Yeah.
Did you know that new Grizzlies guard Richie Saunders' great-grandfather invented tater tots?
I did actually know that, believe it or not.
So now, And you and I were talking on the golf course yesterday about the Grizzlies getting beef stew.
Mm-hmm.
Now they have booze, beef stew, and tater tots.
Mm-hmm.
That's the generational nickname team right there.
All right.
All right. And by the way, Isaiah Stewart going to the Grizzlies just makes total sense.
Perfect fit.
I love one of my favorite things in sports is the teams that generally take on a certain character that their city has.
Mm-hmm.
We've talked about this before, like Pittsburgh's always going to have good defense. Talking about the NFL. The Lakers are always going to be flashy and showtimey. You know, there's certain cities that just, those are always who those teams are going to be. Memphis, dude, they're just going to be the team that you go in and you play them and you come out and you've just got bruises all over you. Win or lose, you're bruised up. Sacramento Kings drafted Emanuel Sharp yesterday to complete their haul in the 2026 NBA draft. Alex Karaban, of course, Darius Acuff, and now Emanuel Sharp, who is an interesting pick in the sense that I feel a little bit lazy for me to say this. You know, when I saw Sharp, I went, oh, okay, so that's kind of a Keon replay, like very Keon Ellis-y.
Right,
comes from Houston. If you. This might make me feel better for us just basically giving Jamal Shedd away for nothing a couple years ago. And as you said yesterday, I am downplaying the Sasha Vezenkov years. But Emanuel Sharp is a guy that comes from that Houston program. He is a defensive dude. I can only imagine he's going to be. It seems like Devin Carter's days in Sacramento have been numbered for a while, and I still don't know how I feel about that. I still think there's a player in there, but I understand. And what I at the end of the draft, Jason, I think one thing to notice, and maybe coincidence, probably not, but one of the biggest takeaways I have from this draft is Hurley, Calipari, Kelvin Sampson.
Yep.
You've got three players from three of the best programs, best coaches out there. These guys are well coached, and it's going to help them be, in some aspects, a lot more NBA ready than some others.
Agree. Yeah, I think that does stand out as a theme, a thread here between the picks. And I think besides who they're playing for, they obviously have to have some sort of status to get to those programs.
Yes.
So they've done some of the heavy lifting as far as their skill level and ability to play at these high-level programs. And then playing for those coaches, those guys get you NBA ready in a different way. Like there's an intensity of the Connecticut program that's just a falling off from Dan Hurley.
Mm-hmm.
And then you've got the defensive, you've got to play defense to play for Kelvin Sampson.
Yes.
And then you've just kind of got almost like an NBA program with John Calipari.
Yes.
And so they're all different. And the draft guys they got are all a little bit different, but I think their DNA, there's that common thread. And being in big games too, I think there's value in that. Doesn't mean it's all going to translate, but that's what Scott Perry, I don't know if it's a coincidence, but it's hard to ignore that. I mean, it all lined up.
We'll ask him about that. I know we'll eventually, I don't know when, we'll get Scott Perry on at some point. 22 years old for Emanuel Sharp, shooting guard, 6'2", just under 6'3", 200 pounds, 6'3" wingspan. Bleacher Report says his realistic pro comparison is Eddie House.
Okay.
Wouldn't mind getting
Former
Eddie
King.
House in the second round. Yes. Wasn't Eddie House like Mike Bibby's brother-in-law? Or am I just making that up?
Cousin or some sort of connection.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Strengths, reading off the scouting report here, with 83s in 3 consecutive years. Sharp has been one of the most proven, productive shot makers in the country. The fact that he's never been below 85% from the free throw line tells you a lot about his form and touch. He won't get to the rim often, but he's been very efficient at finishing plays in the paint with strength, body control, and touch. He shot 67% around the basket, made 13 of 28 floaters, and he is a streak scorer. He is not a playmaker. He is not a guy, well, this says here, I'm reading off a Bleacher Report, it says he's not going to defend multiple positions, which is weird because I've read a few places that
where they said he does.
Or one of his strengths is that he absolutely. Well, I don't know about you there, guys.
Well, and the three players, the other part that's the other common thread is that all of them can shoot. And the Kings have been awful. I mean, they've just been one of the worst three-point shooting teams in the NBA the last couple of years, and certainly last year. The margin of three differential every night was a killer. So they didn't solve it all, but they did attack a couple things there with shooting, certainly with the 3 picks.
You want to know what's fun about scouting reports? Just going to the very next one that came up. So remember what I read, or what I just read. He doesn't want to guard multiple positions, and how he was, 13 to 20 from in floaters and the key, or whatever. Okay, so this next scouting report. Defensively, Sharp is highly engaged, often assigned to guard the opposing team's best wing player. He competes on that end of the floor and plays with an unrelenting motor, rarely looking fatigued. However, his offensive game remains somewhat one-dimensional as he struggles to put the ball on the floor and create for himself. That's a common thread. If defenders run him off the three-point line, he doesn't yet have a reliable floater to counter them. Okay. Watching some tape on him last night, and limited amount of tape, by the way, maybe like an hour's worth. It does seem like he does have a floater. He does have a three-point shot. He does have great touch, obviously, from the line. And he will D up against guys bigger than him. He doesn't have – again, until I see him on the floor I won't know this for sure. But it does seem like this is a Keon Ellis type comp.
Yeah, and the second round is a different feel. Like there's less guarantees. There's more of a, hey, can I get in the rotation? Can I make the squad? Can I get attention? The Kings have guards. They drafted a guard. They've got guards coming back. So he's going to have to stand out, and he'll have a chance at the Classic and the Summer League. And then, once they get to the real time for training camp, we'll see what he can do with everyone else.
That Summer League and that California Classic before that is going to be very, very interesting when you look at
all the guys that are going to be here.
All the guys that are going to be here. All the guys are going to be playing. Now, no Max Reynaud, but you know what? I'm fine with that in the following sense.
And he might be in Vegas, I heard, maybe later.
Oh, really? Okay.
Maybe.
Will be fun to see Dylan Cardwell get extended run. I think he needs it more than Max Reynaud does. But seeing Darius Acuff out there, obviously now, seeing Karaban and Sharp.
Yep.
Also, can I just say this? Darius Acuff Jr., Alex Karaban, Emanuel Sharp. Those are all very good sports names. There's not a weird one in there. They're all I can see all, when we go with our scouting report on how cool does your name sound, they're all pretty cool sounding names. Because I am here, just thinking about this last night, I am here for the section of Golden One that eventually shows up. That is the Karaban Caravan. Here for it, dude.
Not Caribbean Queen, but
Caravan Queen?
King.
Oh, Caravan King. Oh, King. There you go, Whitey.
Mount Darius Moore.
Sangaila.
Oh, he's the second Darius.
I thought we were doing Kings because I've got two. Okay, Mount Darius Moore. Rucker.
Yeah, for sure. Slay.
Yeah, has to be.
Miles.
Ooh.
And Acuff.
And Acuff.
And Sangaila.
Yeah. And Sangaila. Darius.
I think we're out of him.
I think that's. I went to high school with a guy named Demarius. Yeah.
Cousins?
Demarius Cousins. We'll take a break when we come back. 3 for Madness. The draft. Well, question 2 here, Jason, is yesterday it was reported the Hornets are in talks to move LaMelo Ball. Does that surprise you? We'll adjust that to what do you think of the LaMelo Ball trade? And some news out of the NCAA yesterday that could affect your stinger. Is it up? Find out next.
Landed Darius Acuff Jr. at number 7. But that wasn't enough. Just before the end of the first round, Scott Perry moved back up to select UConn forward Alex Karaban as the winningest player in UConn basketball history. Will Karaban's shooting ability and championship pedigree help build a new winning culture in Sacramento?
Your exclusive home for Kings basketball.
Sactown Sports 1140.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Sacramento weather is brought to you by Elk Grove Honda.
I'm Tamara Berg in the KCRA 3 Weather Center. It's Thursday. Out the door, you feel that Delta breeze for the morning. Probably need a layer for the first few hours. We get into the afternoon, we'll see mainly sunny skies as the clouds thin out. You'll still feel that breeze with highs today in the upper 80s. Get the latest forecast on the KCRA 3 News and the KCRA 3 app.
Cheap, cheap. That's the sound of savings happening right now at Elk Grove Honda. For more than 50 years, Elk Grove Hondas are still cheap, cheap. You'll find us under the flag in the Elk Grove Auto Mall, Highway 99 at Elk Grove Boulevard. Elk Grove Hondas are
cheap, cheap.
T-Mobile has an exclusive bundle for customers 55 and up.
I'm Sarah Bowl.
Yeah, I'm Frank Bowl.
A reliable network is key for us. And with T-Mobile, it's been wonderful. And going to the 55 plus plan saved us so much money.
A lot.
And that's important. Trying to keep costs down. The home internet's been perfect. It's fast, it's quick. The setup was so easy, it took less than 15 minutes.
It was like, ta-da! If you want simplicity, coverage, reliability, you want the whole package, T-Mobile has it.
Right now, T-Mobile customers 55 and up can get 2 phone lines on America's best network, plus America's fastest 5G home internet for just $30 each.
$30 per month each line with autopay plus taxes and fees. Minimum age 55. Pricing for home internet rely on 2 lines of Essentials Choice 55. $35 connection charge per line required. Best mobile network and fastest 5G home internet based on analysis by Ookla of Speed Test Intelligence data 2H 2025. All rights reserved.
Skeeter here, my card. Field Tech, Sacramento Yellow Mosquito and Vector Control District. I never met a Culex terrasalis I didn't want to smack. That's Latin for mosquito. Hey, it's time again to fight the bite. Time to protect yourself from West Nile virus by applying insect repellent. Once a week, drain stagnant water and report dirty green swimming pools. Ew. They're breeding grounds.
The Sacramento Yellow Mosquito and Vector Control District reminds you it's time to fight the bite.
My card never gets old.
For more information or to report problems, go to fightthebite.net.
NASCAR legend Michael Waltrip is coming to Echo Park Automotive Sacramento this Thursday from 2 to 4 p.m. Get there early to meet Michael and celebrate Echo Park's sponsorship of A.J. Allmendinger's number 16 Chevrolet at Sunday's Toyota Save Mart 350 at Sonoma Raceway. 10 pairs of race tickets are up for grabs in a live drawing, plus score an autographed A.J. Allmendinger hero card. And while you're there, browse Echo Park's huge inventory. Get the new car feel without the new car price. This Thursday, 2 to 4.
Cheap, cheap. That's the sound of savings happening right now at Elk Grove Honda. You remember, right? Elk Grove Hondas are still cheap, cheap. And right now you'll find a good deal more on new Honda gas and hybrid Accords, Civics, CRVs, and more fuel-efficient Elk Grove Hondas. Every sale is done right here, under the flag in the Elk Grove Auto Mall. Come see why generations of families return again and again to Elk Grove Honda in the Elk Grove Auto Mall, because Elk Grove Hondas are
cheap, cheap.
Progressive knows you've got plenty of things to worry about.
What time does the kids' practice end? How long has that check engine light been on? Are takeout containers microwave safe?
So the last thing you should have to worry about is what to do if something unexpected happens on the road. That's why if you're ever in a major accident, Progressive's accident response can detect it and send help. It's just one less thing to worry about.
How long does chicken last in the fridge?
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Limited availability in California. Driver is responsible for emergency and towing charges not covered by the policy.
Hey, Green Gobbler here. So you've got a clogged drain in your bathroom. Water in the sink's overstaying its welcome. You're spitting today's toothpaste on top of yesterday's toothpaste. You hope that it go away. Yeah, clogs don't just go away. I make them go away. I'm Green Gobbler, the only clog dissolver you need. I'm bleach-free, safe for your pipes, and I work. Guaranteed or your money back. Because I never met a clog that was gonna unclog itself. Green Gobbler. Let the gobbler get it.
KHD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento. From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
This is Sactown Sports 1140. 3 questions, 3 answers. It's 3 for Madness on the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Here's question 1.
Something caught my eye during the break, shockingly. That could actually be its own, probably its own segment. What caught my eye during the break? St. Louis's Robbie Avila has agreed to an Exhibit 10 contract with the Los Angeles Lakers. The Atlantic 10 Player of the Year is one of the nation's most skilled bigs, according to the report. 40% from three. Average 4+ assists per game as a front court playmaking hub. Here's my question. Are there Exhibit 1 through 9 contracts? What the hell is Exhibit 10? Sounds like it's a court thing. Like, Your Honor, I would like to submit Exhibit 10 for the defense. What?
Your Honor, the prosecution is just now getting this.
Yeah, we have not had time to detail. Like, what are the other? If you have an Exhibit 10 contract, doesn't there have to be 9 other exhibits before that? And if so, why don't we ever hear? Why has somebody never been signed to an Exhibit 4 contract?
Yeah. Well, what caught my attention, too, was he was the one that had all the great college nicknames.
Yes.
And it fits for him going to the Lakers. Do you remember his nicknames?
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
And LeBron Frames.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love it. No, I'm a huge fan of that.
Goggles. Hey, by the way, congrats to you.
What happened?
We're not talking about it? The thing?
What? I don't know. I'm scared.
Dave tied for second last night in the media.
Hey, I tied for second last night. I did.
The game of
golf. Yeah. I don't know if I'm stuck on I tied for second or just completely. I wouldn't have guessed I was anywhere near the top.
I thought our group was kind of a hot mess.
It really was.
Yeah.
Poor Jason. First 2 drives. We played Media Golf League last night. First 2 drives, we couldn't find them.
And it wasn't like the classic, you're in the wood. Like,
no, they were just you were in the rough.
Yeah.
But not. It's not like you.
We saw where the ball went.
Yes, we saw where the ball.
It wasn't like Gonzo, and it was like
and we spent a good amount of time
probably
looking
too
for
much time.
Yeah, and it's just, but you always feel bad when you're playing with somebody. There's nothing worse than hitting a ball that isn't gone,
right?
And then it's just underneath a tuft of grass or something. You got to take
a stroke.
So you start out your first 2 holes. By the way, how sad is this? Jason lost his first 2 balls.
Hello.
And we ended up tying. You and I, score-wise. But with the handicap, apparently I tied for second, and then they go to like the 9th hole, and whoever had the low.
Oh, no, not the 9th hole.
And I doubled the 9th. And just a really dumb. There were like 3 holes. Something happened to my driver towards the end of the round. And and I just kept like hitting these horrible like ground ball 40-yard drives.
Oh, I thought Jeeves was showing up late to pick you up. Something wrong with your driver.
Nah, Jeeves waits in the car.
Yeah.
And then I just hit a bomb with my 3. Thank God for my 3 would get me out of trouble. But so there's that.
Bombs.
We're actually playing today with old Kelly Brothers.
Yeah, this will be a first.
This will be a first.
We're talking to him in a half
Good
hour.
business.
And we're playing golf with him.
And not only are we playing golf with him, but we're playing. Let's just say the place we're playing his
invite,
his invite, and the club that he belongs to.
Club.
This is a hats off, pinky. I literally texted him because I hadn't played there in years, and I couldn't remember if we were allowed to wear shorts.
Right.
It's one of those. I'm not going to mess with his privacy. I'll let him do that. But anybody who's played golf in town will know this place.
Yeah, they won't. We probably won't let us finish.
It's one of those.
Like, you guys should leave.
It's one of those where when you drive in, there's a security guy, and you got to like give him your name, and they check to let the gate open. Driving, yeah. And it's definitely a pinky up.
Yeah. Well, will you have the energy to play today?
I don't know. Great point. Gonna need to eat something to have that energy because we only play 9 in media day. We're playing 18 today. No nap.
No.
Right after the show.
Yeah.
Going out there. And the big mystery for us, maybe we'll ask him because it's Kelly, you, and me. I'm guessing he's bringing a 4th.
Oh, I don't know.
And who's that going to be?
Yeah.
Who will Chris Verlaud's coming out. Great.
That's fun.
That would actually be very fun. I would enjoy that very much. I would love to see Chris lose it on a golf course.
Does Chris have to ride with Kelly, or is he riding with us and one of us rides with Kelly?
I told Jason one of my scores the last time I played yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Chris shot a really impressive score.
Oh, what was it?
It was in the 70s.
Hey,
yeah, 79.
Not a kid.
I thought you said 71.
71, yeah, that's right.
71, that's 1 under par.
Yeah.
Most golf courses,
that's on the 9-hole course.
It's pretty good. Oh, well, I mean.
Some pace
but
for
I only
140.
putted 12 times.
He did.
I can tell you if Chris came out with us today, I can tell you who he wouldn't be riding with. For sure.
Who?
This guy.
You and Chris?
Oh,
Me and
yeah.
Kelly. I'd be fine with that.
That's exactly what I want on the golf course where I already like work overtime to control my temper.
What I would do is not do anything, which would make you
Which would
even
piss
more.
me off even more.
Like, why isn't he saying anything?
Like, oh, man. Hey, go ahead and take another one.
What does that look mean? Why are you staring at me like that?
Why aren't you laughing?
Oh, going quiet because that drive sucked? Anyways, 3 for madness. Question 1.
Okay.
What's
I know you love this one.
Okay.
Grade the Kings draft this year.
You grade the Kings draft. You know what?
A+.
Obviously, yeah. A+. Fantastic. Going to be amazing. We'll talk about Emanuel Sharp. And we'll talk about Alex Karaban. But obviously the main course is Darius Acuff Jr. Sean Miller is a coach in college who's seen a few things. What do you say we step aside and let him grade the Kings pick in the first round?
He didn't play for him.
Didn't play for him at all. Played against him. So maybe Sean Miller has some bad things to say. We're not filtering here. Here's Sean Miller, NCAA coach, talking about Darius Acuff.
I'm just going to make one statement here. Usually a guy like Acuff gets, too much credit or too much respect as a young player in college basketball. That can happen sometimes when a guy is that highly touted and certainly has this bright future beyond college like he does. But in my time, and I'll just go 34 years, I've never seen a point guard better. And when people talk about, who's going to be the number 1 pick in the NBA draft or who's the best player in the conference, I mean, just for a perspective, and I think our conference is great, he averages 25 points a game. I'll just start right there. He shoots 40% from the three-point line. He leads our league in assists. I think he's the first player since Pete Maravich who's led our league in both points and assists. If you look at Arkansas as a team, the best thing they do is they never turn the ball over, and that's because he has the ball in his hands 80% of the time. His assist-to-turnover ratio is astonishing. And not until you actually are in the game and you feel his presence. The adage of a point guard makes the game easier for his teammates. He's a textbook prime example of that. I just have never been on a court where one player at that position is any better than he is. Greatness is how I would describe his game, and seems like an amazing young man. And, just to watch, I bring it up because this is game 30. He's got several weeks or a month or so left. But guys like him, they just don't come into college basketball very, very often. I mean, he's a generational player. He's really, really good. And this number 1 pick thing, I don't know why people aren't talking about him more. I can't imagine anybody better.
Wow.
Well, so he doesn't like him.
Yeah.
That's Texas's Sean Miller.
An opposing coach, by the way, not his coach.
Opposing coach. Talking about, I honestly, that is the most glowing praise. That's like more glowing than Calipari yesterday.
Yeah. Which we expected, which was fine. I don't think Cal was saying anything that he necessarily didn't believe. He might, polish it a little bit because it's his player. He's not going to go, hey, guys, I'm going to be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a terrible pick. And he's not going to say that, but he went out of his way to say all the positive things. But for Sean Miller to do that, and I don't even know what that was, if that was like a getting ready to play them, a post game after playing them, but he laid it on pretty thick there.
Well, I took a look.
Mm-hmm.
They played last year. They played March 4th of 2026. Arkansas won 105-85. Darius Acuff in 36 minutes had 28 points, 13 assists, 3 boards, 3 turnovers. I think he was 4 or 6 from beyond the arc, and actually matched with his Trevon Brazil, his teammate, for a team high 28 points.
Brody's cousin?
Yeah, Brody's cousin. Look, we talked about this yesterday, the day before. Draft grades are stupid. Nobody knows anything. We won't know until they play. All you can really grade is consensus, best player available, fit, and I'm doing it in that order, obviously, and opportunity cost. What did they reach? And even if they did, okay, if they reached, why? Darius, the fact of the matter is, it's about as good a grade as you can get before the guy steps on the floor. You got Brooklyn Nets fans melting down that they took Michael Brown Jr. before. And by the way, Brown might be the better player, but they're melting down.
A chance to prove it.
Acuff, and I'll tell you, they did this thing during the draft where they had all the first rounders on stage, and they kind of panned across, and everybody was just kind of looking to the camera. Some of them were smiling. Darius Acuff definitely won. I mean, he looked like one of the guys out of Men in Black with his sunglasses and his tie, and he's just looking at the camera like, I'm ready. He won that battle. So if that's any indicator of what kind of NBA player he's going to be, intimidating looking pictures, he won that battle too. And then you got into the first round for, the future second rounder. You got a 3 and sort of D guy who comes with a championship pedigree, and then you bring in another 3 and D guy in the backcourt too. From spec, it's an A. We'll see how it turns out.
Yeah, and you know what? I've seen a lot of people write about it and talk about it, and actually the Kings are getting a lot of love for what they did. And most of it starts with Acuff. Obviously, that's the key piece. That's the lottery pick. That's the pick you hope is the difference maker. And like we said yesterday, they're not one player away. They may not even be 2 players away, but it has to start somewhere. And oftentimes you don't know when. And even the start of it, let's just say Acuff is all the things that a lot of people are saying, like potentially rookie of the year, steal of the draft, all these things. Okay, that'd be phenomenal if he was all of that. But there's a lot more to do to get this team better. And, that's a chip. That's a piece. And that's hopefully what they've got there. And so overall, I mean, I like the theme. I like what they did. I like how they attacked shooting. They weren't going to answer everything in their 3 picks. No. But I think to move up, it didn't cost them that much. We can debate whether that was the right move, but it's like the risk reward. And then staying at 7. This is the other thing I've been saying, because a lot of people ask us, like, what do you think? What do you think? I said, well, we won't know until really for a while. But what I kind of like is the Kings are definitely targeted their player.
Yeah.
They did not mince any words on that. Everybody knew that they were targeting Acuff.
Yeah.
They got him. Now we see if they're right.
Can I throw a thought experiment at you?
Mm-hmm.
There's a cat in a box.
Are we sleeping on by the way, I want to be clear. I'm not pushing this. I don't believe this. I'm honestly just asking the question out loud. Are we sleeping on the fact that the Kings are possibly in a position where if a couple of things fall a certain way, like what if we talked at length about Jaylen Brown, at length about it, and agreed doesn't make sense, but obviously Levine for Jaylen Brown's not going to work from a Celtics point of view. But Levine for Jaylen Brown and like 3 future firsts might.
And I
Kings
think,
first.
Yeah, and I think one of those first felt like it was what just happened at 7. Like if I was Boston, I would have wanted there.
Sure.
But now unless you want to throw an Acuff, and I don't think people, now that it's attached to the name, I don't think they want to do that.
Now all of a sudden, are the Kings in a weird position where, like, if Perry wanted to, they could actually go for something here? I don't know what that something would be, but let's just imagine a world where, like, they go, nah, you know what, we're going to keep Sabonis. We're going to hold on to Sabonis. We got Keegan Murray at the 3. We'd put Jaylen Brown at the 2, Darius Acuff at the 1. You've got DeAndre Hunter and Malik Monk still. DeRozan's going. Levine would be gone. And now all of a sudden, if you rolled out Acuff, Brown, Sabonis, Keegan and let's say Hunter, and you brought, I don't know, Achua back or whatever, what is that team?
Well, certainly better.
Yeah.
But I don't know, like, I mean, again, they don't have to be like the championship-ready team, but is that enough to be a playoff team? Maybe. But is that skipping? I'm not saying skipping steps, but it feels like you think you're closer than you are, and all those injuries were tougher to evaluate, but they weren't close last year.
That's what sucks about this way of thinking is you have to be so disciplined because, by the way, I think that is a playoff team. I 100% believe that is. Maybe it's a 6 seed. I don't know, but it's still a playoff team. It's a playoff team. But does that team have any chance, legitimately, of beating the Thunder, of beating the Spurs?
It doesn't seem like it.
I don't think so.
But also, is that, let's go. We always use the Kings in the early 2000s, but the 99 Kings took on the Jazz. They weren't good. I mean, it was great series. They lost in 5. That was the start, though. Then they got better. Then they became a 1 seed. Then it was like, hey, this is a championship caliber team. They didn't win it, but they were about a 2 to 3 year window where they could have.
Yes.
And it didn't. The first year we didn't think so. It was just all exciting. It's like, what are they going to do here? This is fun.
I think one of the things that really this is when it comes to the Kings and their future prospects, I find there's obvious questions, right? Darius Acuff, what's he going to be? Keegan Murray, is there a leap there? DeAndre Hunter, will he contribute anything and make sense to re-sign? I don't think about Levine because I know he's gone. I don't think about DeMar DeRozan because I know he's gone. Now or later, they're gone. The other guys aren't really impactful. The one guy on this team that has me the most perplexed when it comes to thinking about the future, more than any of these guys, is Dylan Cardwell.
Oh.
I don't know what he's going to be. And I think the delta between what Dylan Cardwell's floor and are we looking at a guy that we're overvaluing because he was an undrafted free agent and we brought him in and he's happy and does the hand thing and all that and have made some cool defensive plays and we go and we're a crap team, so we overvalue him as we often will do with our players? Or is Dylan Cardwell, I'm not going to say Ben Wallace, who, by the way, I believe was an undrafted, or at least a second rounder, and I'm not saying he's Ben Wallace, but Dylan Cardwell is a statistical darling.
Right.
And you have seen him. I have seen reports and stats that show per minute this and per opportunity that, where it's like, holy crap, dude, this guy is is Dylan Cardwell like a legit future all defensive first or second teamer that we've been looking for to protect the paint,
right?
And be a goalie? I don't. And that to me is such. If you told me he was going to be the latter, if you told me this is a guy that's going to make all defense, that changes the whole trajectory to me for this team and where they can go, because now you can have an Acuff out there. Put somebody out there at the 2, 3, 4 that can play defense, which Hunter and Murray can. That takes over all the defensive issues. Then the question is Reynaud a thing?
Right.
Is he a thing, or is he just, okay, that's cute and all, but like we said with Sabonis, Sabonis gives you 20 and 14. Everybody wants to kick him down the road. Is Reynaud a guy that's neat because he's new, but ultimately, is he a guy that can factor into a playoff winning team?
Yeah, that's why I always say that's why you have averages. Like when people they take Sabonis' 20 and 14 for granted because he does it a lot. Where Max like, he had 20 and 14.
Yes,
he did.
Yes,
and then
he did.
The next game he might have 8
that's
and
right.
6, and this doesn't mean that's. He's also a rookie. I mean, we're going to give him time.
But he's also a 22, 23-year-old rookie.
Yeah.
Just to
and is it like, hey, you're a pro, you're qualified, and you got 30 minutes because Sabonis was gone.
Yes.
Now, I mean, can you do it every night playing against Embiid and Joker and Wembanyama and all the guys? I don't know. We haven't, he did his part, but we got to see if he's legitimately that guy.
If you gave me a choice, if you told me right now that Maxime Reynaud would develop into Sabonis type numbers, like it's for real, dude. But you also told me that, okay, but guess what? Dylan Cardwell is going to make multiple all defense first or second teams in his career. Multiple could be 2, 3, or 4, but that's the type of guy. I think Dylan Cardwell is instantly the most valuable center out of those 3 because of that. I think that is more needed than whatever Reynaud or Sabonis could provide. I just don't know how real Cardwell is. And I'm really curious to find out, to see him on the floor again this summer and see, is he just a fun story?
Right.
Or is this a real dude? Question 2, please.
Question 2.
Yesterday, it was reported that the Hornets are in talks to move LaMelo Ball, and they have.
Hey!
Did that surprise you?
It surprised me more yesterday when we saw it pop up.
But it was quick.
It was quick. And then, again, I'm going to reiterate, I think the postmortem on this thing, again, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about, but I'll bet I'm right. It's going to be something. It's going to be a rift with the coach. It's going to be a chemistry issue. It's something is going to come out because I don't think Charlotte. I think the package Charlotte got again is going to be. I saw somebody. I saw one of our Kings fan friends on social media during the break say, "Wow, what a haul for LaMelo Ball." I disagree. I completely disagree. I don't think this is a haul. I think this is a dump. They got Naz Reid, great player. Not a starter, but I mean, sixth man.
Yeah.
Naz Reid's a good player.
Might start for them, maybe.
Yeah, probably will. A 2033 unprotected pick. That's in 7 years. Now, look, it's an unprotected first-round pick, and that seems to be after the career arc probably. Anthony Edwards won't be there. Who knows what the hell the Wolves are going to be. That could be very, very valuable. That's in 7 years. The 3 first-round pick swaps look great. They start in 2 years and go 3 consecutive, so 28, 29, and 30. I would just have you ask yourselves, what are the odds? What are the odds? How many, if you're sitting here right now and you had to make a bet, in 2028, 2029, and 2030, how many, if any of those years, do you think Charlotte is going to be picking ahead or behind, I should say, whichever way you want to put it? How many times would they want to swap with the Wolves? If one of those happens, I'd be. Those 3 pick swaps to me are almost completely meaningless. And then you have a 29, 32, and 33 second round picks. We have seen in this draft alone how easy it is to manufacture second round picks. I think the Knicks got like 4 or 5 or something just by continually moving down, or one of the teams did. So what this trade really is to me is it's LaMelo Ball for Naz Reid and a first round pick in 7 years. I don't think that's a haul. I think that's a salary dump with some neat headlines to come with it. And as much as I do think LaMelo Ball has issues. I do have questions as to whether or not he is a quote winning point guard with his style of play. But for the seeming value and age he has, I don't think that's I don't think Charlotte got a lot.
Yeah, it was surprising to hear the news first and then to have it happen. And let's remember, like, Charlotte had that fun second half last year. They still didn't make the playoffs. They got eliminated in the play-ins. They're at 10 years in a row. They're getting closer to that Kings record.
Yeah.
Of not making the playoffs. So 10 straight years, they're making a big move. It's their franchise guy. Today, it feels like the T-Wolves won because they got the best player. But this is when you got to wait. Like right when Paul George and the SGA trade happened, Clippers won that. Paul George was the best player. And then you go over time, you're like, well, SGA is pretty good. Oh, my gosh, SGA is one of the best players in the league. Oh, my gosh, he's the MVP.
Right.
Now 2 times. And they won a championship, and then all the other pieces. Then it got completely slanted in favor of OKC. So you got to wait and see ultimately, but I'm with you. I don't know what that's going to turn into for the Hornets.
We'll take a break. We didn't have time to get to this next thing on Sac State, and I want to, so we're going to move that to 8:28 because I think that's with what the Division I cabinet did yesterday. It's very interesting. Could be a very interesting development for Sac State. We'll take a break. When we come back, he's good at business. We'll see if he's good at golf. Kelly Brothers joins us next.
With Darius Acuff Jr., Alex Karaban, and Emanuel Sharp, the 2026 draft class for the Kings is officially complete. Alongside Maxime Reyno, Nick Clifford, and a promising young core of players, do Scott Perry and Doug Christie have the right foundation to bring winning basketball back to Sacramento.
Your exclusive home for Kings basketball.
Sactown Sports 1140.
And we're live from the living room as Doug eyes up the match day spread. He's reaching for the Buffalo wing. Perfect. Hang on, what's this? Oh, he's gone for a can of Pepsi too. Incredible. What a finish. Sensational combination. Look at the delight on his face. There's no doubt about it. It just tastes better. Match days deserve Pepsi. Food deserves Pepsi. Grab a pack of Pepsi Zero Sugar for today's match. It's poetry in motion.
Mike Rowe here with a fun fact. Did you know that 50% of the air that you breathe inside your home comes from your crawl space? Yeah. Whether your crawl space is wet, musty, or your floors are bouncy, do yourself a favor. Call Groundworks. I spent some time working with these guys, and they're the real deal. Their people are trained and certified to repair your crawl space. Schedule a free inspection with Groundworks, the foundation and waterproofing experts.
Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
With Progressive's Name Your Price tool, you can choose the best coverage option for you. Because you know you. Like, you know that hiking isn't for you. Sure, it sounds nice to be in nature while exercising, but that's what a gym and houseplants are for. I mean, you don't even like walking upstairs. So why would you walk up a hill for miles? To what, end up high in the air? Come on, you know you're scared of heights. Only you know you. So get coverage options within your budget with Progressive's Name Your Price tool. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Hey, Green Gobbler here. So you've got a clogged drain in your bathroom. Water in the sinks overstaying its welcome. You're spitting today's toothpaste on top of yesterday's toothpaste. You hope that it go away. Yeah, clogs don't just go away. I make them go away. I'm Green Gobbler, the only clog dissolver you need. I'm bleach-free, safe for your pipes, and I work. Guaranteed or your money back. Because I never met a clog that was going to unclog itself. Green Gobbler. Let the gobbler get it.
What's up? We're talking to Chad Hoblet of Hoblet Dodge Chrysler Jeep Raymond Woodland. Chad, I got a question. What's happening for Chryslers Make This the summer event?
Right now, you can save up to $14,000 off MSRP on those hard-to-find new 2026 Ram 2500 and 3500 heavy duties. Plus, you can take advantage of available 5.9% for 84 months financing with no payments for 90 days on select inventory.
Chad, you've always got the best selection of Rams and now the best interest rates.
We are truck people at Hoblet. That's why we have over 600 new Rams available. And more importantly, the hard-to-find Rams you're looking for. That means your new Ram is waiting at HobletDodge.com.
Search, select, and save through their whole inventory at HobletDodge.com. Unbeatable prices, unbeatable selection, and now unbeatable interest rates. Nobody beats Hoblet, period.
$14,000 total net savings on select new 2026 Ram 2500 Laramie after $10,500 dealer discount. Incentives include $500 on-the-job upfit for eligible upfit, $1,000 Hoblet business owner bonus with proof of business ownership, $1,000 Hoblet trade-in assistance with eligible trade-in. 10 of this net savings, see dealer for details.
Join Kayla in Sactown Sports this Friday from 4 to 6 p.m. at Cal Expo as the world's best skateboarders, BMX riders, and Moto X athletes take over Cal Expo June 26th through the 28th. Tickets at xgames.com.
It's time for your Sactown Soccer Report. Powered by Sac Yolo Mosquito and Vector Control District.
This week's key matches include Jordan versus Algeria, England versus Ghana, Switzerland versus Canada, Turkey versus USA, Norway versus France, and Panama versus England.
In soccer, defense wins championships. At home, defense stops mosquitoes. Train standing water. That's your backline. Dress with sleeves and defend with repellent. That's your keeper. Keep your doors and screens tight. That's your shutout. Sac Yolo Mosquito and Vector Control District. More tips at fightthebite.net.
Joining us now on Sports Sense, certified financial planner Kelly Brothers. Kelly is an advisor with CapTrust, one of the nation's largest registered investment advisors. CapTrust counts among its clients numerous pro athletes and pro sports franchises, but most importantly serves many Northern Californians through comprehensive financial planning. Here's Kelly Brothers.
It's Big Thursday.
That's right.
And you know it's a Thursday when our dear friend Kelly Brothers joins us to talk a little business. Kelly, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. I know you guys got a lot of NBA news too, so we'll keep it tight and bright.
Hey, that's okay. Also, we'll be seeing you in a couple hours.
Yes.
We are. Just checked FanDuel. Jason is minus 250. FanDuel. So
interesting.
What are the other odds?
yeah, exactly. Dave plus 1,012. You know, Jason and I were wondering, Kelly is, and don't take this out of context, people listening, is this a threesome? Or are we adding a fourth? We don't know.
Right now, it's a threesome.
All right.
We have optionality.
Okay. No, hey, I love that. It's always fun because obviously if you were and you're hosting, so but golf is always interesting because you are usually playing with friends as we are today, but then there's also that like when somebody else comes into the group, you're committing 4 to 5 hours of your life to somebody you don't know. What's the chemistry going to be like? What's the camaraderie going to be like? It's very stressful.
It is, and one of my favorite games. I'm sure you guys have your own favorites, but I do like Spit Up Skins. Do you play Spit Up Skins at all?
That sounds like something when you have a baby or something. Yeah, I don't know.
Well,
what is this game?
It's a skin game where you play. Whoever wins the hole wins the hole, but and you win the skin or the skins if it's multiple holes. But on the next hole, if you 3-putt or double bogey, you spit up what you had just won.
Oh God,
so
that's brutal.
It really puts some pressure on some of those later greens where you got to hit a putt.
That's kind of fun.
And because literally you could spit up 3 holes or 3 skins, and then someone could win it on the next putt, or you could spit it up and then win it on the next putt as well. So it just keeps things interesting a little bit longer.
So what's the ruling on this? So let's say we're playing that, and double bogey's out of the, or maybe it is in the equation, but I land on a giant green, but I'm like 110 feet away from the pin, and I pull out my wedge. I pull out my wedge and chip on the green. Does that count as a putt? I think it does, right?
That counts as a putt. It does. But you're right. Aiming for the fringe is not a bad idea in this game.
Putt savers.
Exactly.
That's right.
All right. So we got some stuff to get to. Oh, great. Kelly, do you know Tom Morton over at Hagen? Yeah, I just got a text from him. Thanks for the invite. I always forget we're on the radio.
Yes. Other people are listening.
World Cup, big business. Big business.
Yeah. I think what's interesting about the world, there was a lot of predictions of doom. There was a lot of talk about how the hotel bookings were not what they thought they were going to be, that for whatever reason, people were just not into this. That's turned out to be completely false. The ratings are through the roof. They're NFL-esque ratings.
Right.
If you look at men's team versus Paraguay, you're talking 27 million people between Fox, Tubi, Telemundo. The ratings they're all around the 20 million mark or higher for a lot of these games, which is, no one else is touching that but the NFL. Yeah. So the TV ratings have been good, and we're heading into 14 consecutive days of can't miss win or go home games coming up. And then of course you have all the social media, the viral sensation of the foreigners coming to America, just marveling at everything from Costco to ranch dressing. So overall, so far, the expansion of the field and doing it in America at great stadiums, America, Mexico, and Canada, has been, so far, it's looking very positive.
And Kelly, that elimination rounds, those that you're talking about, if I know the U.S. has already advanced, but if they really do some legitimate damage, just here, I can't even imagine what that will look like round by round if they really are advancing.
Oh gosh, can you imagine if we're getting those sorts of ratings now? What's going to happen if they win a first game in a win and go home scenario? So, no, absolutely. I think it's interesting, and I don't understand completely the regionalness of this, but I think the one thing, how is Italy not in this?
Right.
How is Ireland not in this? There are a number of countries where you look at Curacao and Cape Verde and you're thinking, wait a minute, how do these other countries where soccer is a passionate lifestyle, how did that not happen? So I'm sure they'll look at that too. But if the U.S. is looking good. I didn't know the tie to Antonio Freeman until last week. So that was kind of cool too.
Just to kind of update you guys, and of course you got to play the matches, but it is getting rather interesting. The United States, as it stands, and almost certainly, I think it's like a 99. I think there's one scenario out of 300 where this would not happen. So it's basically a lock. that the U.S. will face Bosnia-Herzegovina in the knockout stage July 2nd, okay? The U.S. FIFA ranking going into this cup was, I think, 14th. Bosnia's is 64th.
Wow.
So that's the round of 32. Now, here's where it gets even more interesting. Then you get to the round of 16. That's Egypt. That would be, as it stands, the winner of Egypt and South Korea. My point is this. Obviously, they've got to play and they've got to win. But I think if you're looking by the numbers, the U.S. has a better chance of getting into the round of 16 than they've had in forever. So every what, Chris? What did I get wrong? Because they made it
They've
once,
added
right?
teams.
July
so
1. July
the round
1
of
is going to be the
32 is
game.
what the round of 16 used to be.
Say that again.
They've added teams, so there was no round of 32 before.
Huh?
They added. This is a bigger World Cup.
Oh, no, I got you. But I'm saying, didn't they only get to the round of 16 once, I think, or something like that?
They got into it last year, and then they lost.
What?
They haven't gone one in the knockout round, is what you're saying.
When you say last year, you mean last World Cup?
Last World Cup.
Okay, I got you. The follow through for the U.S., and as we talked about, the further the U.S. goes, the more absolutely ridiculous it's going to get in this country. All right, back to you.
It is, and just to, I think the game is July 1st, so that's next Wednesday. It's at Levi Stadium. It'll only ramp up exponentially.
Yeah.
I mean, people, especially if your team isn't doing good in baseball, you got nothing else right now.
By the way, I the reason I said July 2nd is BBC has a very good real-time indicator of who you're going to play. I'm on the BBC website where it says July 2nd. When I click further, it is July 2nd in England at 1 a.m. is when it would tip off. So yes, Kelly, July 1st. Thank you.
By the way, I don't even know who the announcer was, but that was a great line when he said, "England has never done well in Massachusetts."
Yeah.
I thought that was
Funny enough.
Yeah.
Funny enough.
Kelly, I know we're going to be playing golf later, but there's always stories with golf and business and PGA, Live Golf, whatever. The PGA is doing some more tweaking here, coming up with a kind of a different looking version potentially.
Yeah, it is, and some of the thunder of this announcement was stolen by the fact that they had Tiger Woods there in its first public appearance since his latest incident with the law and substance abuse and that sort of thing. So that kind of took some of the thunder. But no, they're coming up with a 2-track system, and the championship track is going to have $20 million purses, and the challenger track is going to have $4 million purses. But there's going to be relegation, something you guys have talked about on a number of occasions. But yeah, I think the PGA is feeling its oats. It's feeling like, all right, let's make some changes here. Let's make this a true meritocracy, where people rise and fall based on their play and not based on their name or their brand. And let's do it at a time when obviously PIF is pulling their funding from Live, and that could mean the death knell for that league. We don't know yet. They say it doesn't, but they haven't announced where that money is coming from, and it's a lot of money that the Saudis will be pulling from that effort. So the PGA is feeling like, all right, we got a second lease on life here. Let's go for it.
In following all of that, one point that I saw that I don't think is being brought up enough that's quite interesting is that, Tiger Woods and a lot of other guys very close to this are very involved, and including the new CEO for outgoing CEO Jay Monahan. Kelly, one of the points I saw brought up was that this may be a precursor for a track for those Live guys to rejoin. In other words, creating those double tracks. So imagine John Rahm comes back, Bryson DeChambeau comes back. They automatically go down to the the second track and have to work their way up. So that's kind of going to be an interesting thing to watch if they're doing some of this with reunification with those Live guys in mind.
And that's smart, because if you tell Milwaukee, hey, your event now is going to be on the Challenger Series, but guess what? You're going to have John Rahm, and you're going to have Dustin Johnson, and you're going to have for the next year or two. That's all positive. But overall, it's a nice way to rethink it. And the man who's the CEO of PGA and replacing Jay Monahan, He came from the NFL, so he's played with the big boys before.
Finally, go ahead.
Yep.
Sorry.
No, I was going to mention the Trailblazers.
Yeah.
I found this interesting because Portland politics can be as strange and weird and divisive as California politics. For many of the same reasons. But the new Tom Dundon, who's the new owner of the Blazers, he said, I have no interest in putting any money toward the redoing of the arena. This is supposedly a $600 million renovation. And he said that simply keeping the franchise in Portland was enough of a financial sacrifice for me. So taxpayers, foot the bill.
Wow.
So we're going to see what happens because his lease at the Moda Center is up in 2030. And this could get very interesting in Portland if they don't come up with the money.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and save everybody the time and the trouble. I'm not going to go as far as to guarantee it, but I would bet a lot that the Portland Trailblazers' time in Portland is very numbered. This is a setup. This is an absolute setup. I think it's why he bought the team. I think Dundon bought the team. He knows Seattle is getting expansion. He knows that's going to diminish to a point the Portland market, even though they're a bit away from each other. But Portland has been the only team in the Pacific Northwest now for a long time. Seattle's going to come in and be the new baby. Now all of a sudden you're going to have some city that didn't get expansion from Vegas to Seattle that's going to be hungry for a team. When you have an owner that's basically saying, not basically, he is saying, hey, government, and he's not saying it nicely either. Hey, you guys pay for the whole thing. That to me is just a setup along with his other antics where they're going to say no, or we could do a partnership. And he says no. And then he can go to the NBA and say, guys, this is an untenable situation. I'm moving the Blazers to Nashville or wherever. And he'll have the votes, unfortunately, for it too. I think he bought the team to move it, Kelly.
Really? Okay.
Yeah,
well,
that
and
sucks.
he'll get you don't think he'll get pushback though from the commissioner?
Sure.
I mean, they know what happened with Seattle. It's hard to believe, guys, that at one point there was Portland, Seattle, and Vancouver, all within a few hours of each other.
They will 100% he will get 100% pushback. I think Silver will be dead against it, just carrying on Stern's legacy. They saw what happened when a team got moved from Seattle, which is just a couple hours away. But ultimately, the thing is, the competition or the moving committee, the relocation committee, and the commissioner can say what the commissioner wants to say, but the commissioner doesn't have a vote. The owners have a vote, and I think the precedent here, they just want more money in their pockets. I could be wrong, but this smells like something the owners would say, we want to continue to have public money, and we don't mind putting out the thing for the future saying, yeah, if you're not going to pay for our arenas, we could move the team. I think they love having that leverage, and it just sucks for the fans.
It does. And if you're a city council member in Portland, and again, that government is a mess. But if you are, and let's just say you've got $500 million earmarked for sports, are you thinking, I want to put it into the Moda Center? Or are you thinking, no, I want to put it into a new stadium for Major League Baseball? Right. Because it's, it's a zero-sum game.
Yep. Well, it's a zero-sum game on the golf course today. We'll see you in a few hours. All right, take care. That's Kelly Brothers. We'll see you in a few. He is good at business and hopefully not as good at golf.
We'll see. We'll find out.
We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll get some NBA news and notes. Obviously, LaMelo Ball, Isaiah Stewart, Austin Reed, a lot of stuff going around. We'll catch you up before we get to Sam Amick at 8.
Darius Acuff Jr., Alex Karaban, and Emanuel Sharp. The 2026 draft class for the Kings is officially complete. Alongside Maxime Reyno, Nick Clifford, and a promising young core of players, do Scott Perry and Doug Christie have the right foundation to bring winning basketball back to Sacramento?
Your exclusive home for Kings basketball.
Sactown Sports 1140.
Did you really think Pure Talk was just going to sit back and watch America turn 250 years old without doing something awesome to celebrate? Of course not. That's why they're raising $250,000 for America's Warrior Partnership by the end of July. America's Warrior Partnership is on the front line of preventing veteran suicide. They've had extraordinary success, and here's how you can help. When you switch your cell phone service to Pure Talk this month, you'll be invited to round up to support America's Warrior Partnership. No pressure, but if you do, Pure Talk will match your donation dollar for dollar. And to further celebrate 250 years of our extraordinary democratic republic, Pure Talk is offering unlimited talk, text, and data for just $34.99 a month. Dial pound 250, say Mike Rowe. That's pound 250, say Mike Rowe. And happy birthday to us.
Cheap, cheap. That's the sound of savings happening right now at Elk Grove Honda. You remember, right? Elk Grove Hondas are still cheap, cheap. And right now you'll find a good deal more on new Honda gas and hybrid Accords, Civics, CRVs, and more fuel-efficient Elk Grove Hondas. Every sale is done right here, under the flag in the Elk Grove Auto Mall. Come see why generations of families return again and again to Elk Grove Honda in the Elk Grove Auto Mall, because Elk Grove Hondas are
cheap, cheap.
Golf to Go is brought to you by the Hagen Oaks Golf Super Shop. Here's Frank LaRosa.
Typically, a high handicapper carries an index of 20 or more. Golf Monthly's Barry Plummer offers 4 tips if you're tired of that high handicap. First, choose the right equipment. Invest in a 5-wood, which is more forgiving than a 3-wood or 3 hybrid. It's a much better option for getting the ball in the air. Second, play for bogey on par 5s. Break the longer holes into manageable chunks, perhaps aiming to hit the green with 4 easy swings while also navigating away from the trouble along the way. 3, leave the sand wedge in the bag for chipping. Up and down percentages are almost twice as good when chipping a 9-iron over a sand wedge, and 3.5 times better with the putter. And finally, stop leaving your putts short. A 20 handicapper leaves 55% of their missed putts short of the hole. Give yourself a chance with every attempt and don't leave another putt short. Try these simple tips and let's see whether your handicap starts to come down. And have some fun out there. That'll help too. That's your Golf to Go. I'm Frank LaRosa.
Do Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms keep coming back? Tremfya, guselkumab, may help, with rapid remission achieved at 12 weeks and lasting clinical remission at 1 year. Some even saw visible improvement of their intestinal lining at 12 weeks and 1 year. Tremfya is a prescription medicine used to treat adults with moderately to severely active Crohn's disease and adults with moderately to severely active ulcerative colitis. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Healing is possible with Tremfya. Approximately 3 out of 10 patients were in endoscopic remission at 1 year, based on areas visualized on colonoscopy, which may not represent the deeper bowel layer or entire GI tract. Individual results may vary. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today. Call 1-800-526-7736 to learn more or visit tremfyaradio.com.
Are you looking for a night out that actually delivers? Grab your friends and head to Sutter Health Park for Sacramento River Cats baseball. We've got cold drinks, great vibes, and live baseball all in one place. Get your tickets at rivercats.com.
Carmichael Dave.
He has very good sources, and he just kind of tells it as it is and gets to the point.
Jason Ross.
He has a lot of pretty smart things to say.
He's good at what he does.
On Sactown Sports.
Glad you said that off the air, Jason. That made me think. Do I need to go by the ATM and pick up some cash? I mean, Kelly brought up Skins games.
Man.
I know.
Maybe he takes Venmo.
Oh, man, I'm out of cash.
And then, I mean, what are we talking here? What do we get ourselves into?
Maybe you just win. And I owe you.
You owe me, or I got you. Is it on the air?
No.
Okay.
Definitely not.
Well, I'm just saying.
If he's bringing up crazy games, we're like, hey, just don't 2-putt.
Yeah. 3-putt, but your point's valid.
Double bogey.
Mm-hmm.
3-putt or double bogey. Which, I did both of those last night.
Same.
A couple times. The one 3-putt, but...
Yeah.
It was great.
You know, those jokes aren't funny when it comes to golf, too.
No. Serious stuff here.
I was 10 feet off the green and chipping for eagle.
Yes.
And I had a double.
That was a bold shot. The one prior.
That was a flyer.
Yeah, it was.
I did not expect to hit that ball that far.
Yeah.
Let's just talk about our golf games for the rest of the day.
Let's do it.
Let's talk about our golf games, bad poker beats,
I throw in my fantasy football team.
Fantasy football, yeah, for sure.
What else is on that list?
What else? Oh, this is a good one. Mount Rushmore of things people talk about that nobody cares about.
Their kids.
Honestly, I'm very sensitive to that because I talk about my kids all the time, and I'm always
You do?
Yeah, and I'm always like, God, nobody wants to hear this, but then I just do. But I'm going to leave that out because whatever. Definitely your fantasy sports teams. Nobody cares, dude. Like, if
I think people say that. Well, that's probably true.
If look, there's that's a broad statement.
You can talk fantasy football. You can't talk about your fantasy football team.
Exactly. I think, though, there are rare exceptions. Like, if I'm playing somebody and I'm up 49 points and they have a kicker and they come back and beat me by like 0.03 points, okay, that's a bad beat. But it's a better story if you're the one losing. If you're the one that wins, and it's like, okay, dude, way to flex. But I'd say fantasy sports. Your golf game, bad beats in anything.
Yeah.
I think I got like a very specific one.
What's
that? When you're driving somewhere and saying, oh, that used to be a... Did you know that used to be a Skipper's?
I feel like people might be entertained by that.
That's interesting.
That was a KFC back in the 90s.
I know I love saying that stuff.
Yeah. Wow, this used to be just a
This
orange
was just
grove.
a field.
Yeah. You know that house burned down over there? Oh, okay.
Okay, here's one that's new to me, and it really is always on my mind because I'm going through the phase where my children are flying away. So I've become the guy that used to kind of annoy me, but not. I was right in the middle of this. I've become the guy that anytime I see any of my friends, by the way, on occasion, complete strangers, toting around a 5, 6, 7-year-old, son or daughter, I've become the, hey, man, pay attention. It's gone in a flash, man.
Yeah.
It's gone in a flash.
I feel like that, oh my gosh, which company? Progressive?
Yes.
Like, don't turn into your parents? Like, I laugh. I go,
yes.
Oh, wait, I do that.
Yeah.
I think literally the other day we were walking through a neighborhood, this car just goes like, hey, slow down.
Yeah.
And I'm like, the guy didn't hear me, and I just said that out loud. I'm like, what am I doing?
What's your problem?
You want to go? It's a neighborhood. Slow down. There's kids out here. And I just said that out loud. I'm like, that was dumb.
Is the fact that the older I get, the more it annoys me when people are blasting music out of their cars at gas stations. I'm 63 years old. Is that an old man thing?
I think Chris said it the last time. I feel like this gas station music thing has happened to Dave a lot.
You know what? It's probably because I live in the Roseville Antelope area, and there's some people out there right
You're
now.
Antelope, Dave?
Gross.
I'm like Roseville. Annabelle.
Gross.
What's gross? Wait, what's gross? Why gross? You mean like an antelope?
Antelope in Roseville.
Oh, I thought it was the Dave part.
Oh, yeah. An antelope in Roseville?
Once you pass that Stones. Ugh.
Stones.
Hoof. Stones.
Hoof.
Hoof?
Hoof.
Hoof.
The hoof.
The hoof. Yeah. I'm going to take, you know what, next time, it's going to happen, and I'll record it for you guys. I guarantee you, as long as I remember to do this in the next week, it's usually when I notice is Sunday morning. It's around 7, 8 a.m. I'm in the Winco parking lot at the Taqueria getting Sunday morning breakfast burritos.
Okay.
And one of two things happens almost every Sunday morning. I pass the Jehovah's Witnesses who are always they're always at the stop sign in the parking lot.
Always.
And I wave. Look, man, I may not be Jehovah or Witnessy, but what I am is I respect it. I respect you. You believe in something. You're out. You're not harming anybody. You just want to hand me a pamphlet.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm not going to take it. But hey, good morning.
Yeah.
Good morning to you. It's either person blasting music or my personal favorite, dude on the Harley that has had it adjusted to make an obscene amount of noise. Yeah. Just rolling through what do you call them in parking lots? Aisles?
Sure.
Is that what?
Yeah, the aisles.
Is that what is it?
I think it's just all considered a parking lot.
No, but like the rows. Rolling through the rows, just like, hold on. As we go to break.
Is that Chewy?
As we go to break, I want everybody to pay attention to this, okay? Like, dude, does that want to make you turn? Probably somebody turned the radio off. I don't blame you. Like, it's the memo to people with Harleys that are super loud, dude. Everyone's making fun of you. Everyone is making fun of you and thinks you're a bag. When I say everyone, I mean 98% of the. There's going to be the 2% like, woo, vroom, vroom, that's rad. Dude, nobody likes it, bro. Nobody likes it at 9 a.m. I'm sorry. We'll take a break. When we come back, Sam Amick joins us. We got some basketball to talk about with him. We'll do that next.
With their final pick in the 2026 NBA Draft, the Sacramento Kings selected Houston guard Emanuel Sharp as a top-tier perimeter shooter and an all-defensive player for the Cougars last season. Did the Kings find the perfect wing to play alongside Darius Acuff Jr.?
Your exclusive home for Kings basketball.
Sactown Sports 1140.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Sacramento weather is brought to you by Elk Grove Honda.
I'm Tamara Berg in the KCRA 3 Weather Center. It's Thursday. Out the door, you feel that Delta breeze for the morning. Probably need a layer for the first few hours. We get into the afternoon, we'll see mainly sunny skies as the clouds thin out. You'll still feel that breeze with highs today in the upper 80s. Get the latest forecast on the KCRA 3 News and the KCRA 3 app.
Cheap, cheap. That's the sound of savings happening right now at Elk Grove Honda. For more than 50 years, Elk Grove Hondas are still cheap, cheap. You'll find us under the flag in the Elk Grove Auto Mall, Highway 99 at Elk Grove Boulevard. Elk Grove Hondas are cheap, cheap.
And we're live from the living room as Doug eyes up the matchday spread. He's reaching for the Buffalo wing. Perfect. Hang on, what's this? Oh, he's gone for a can of Pepsi too! Incredible! What a finish! Sensational combination! Look at the delight on his face. There's no doubt about it. It just tastes better. Match days deserve Pepsi. Food deserves Pepsi. Grab a pack of Pepsi Zero Sugar for today's match. It's poetry in motion.
Today on the pod, we're talking to Joan, a method actor and Scratchers enthusiast. So, Joan, what do you like about playing Scratchers?
Well, as a method actor, it's about becoming the ticket. Scratching up, down, stage left, stage right.
So what's your motivation? Because your performance feels so real.
Oh, I was just tapping into my inner Scratchers.
Incredible.
Yes. Bravo me.
Scratchers from the California Lottery. A little play can make your day. Please play responsibly. Must be 18 years or older to purchase player claim.
Toyota's 4th of July sales event is on. This is the season for more. Check out Toyota's 21 hybrid and electrified models. Score deals on the 50 MPG Corolla Hybrid and 51 MPG Camry. Get 0% APR on all Toyota EVs like the new CHR. Or get 0% APR plus $1,500 finance cash on BZ. Don't miss Toyota's 4th of July sales event. Toyota, let's go places. Offers available through TFS to buyers with premium rated credit and cannot be combined with other offers in 6/30/26.
NASCAR legend Michael Waltrip is coming to Echo Park Automotive Sacramento this Thursday from 2 to 4 p.m. Get there early to meet Michael and celebrate Echo Park's sponsorship of A.J. Allmendinger's number 16 Chevrolet at Sunday's Toyota Save Mart 350 at Sonoma Raceway. 10 pairs of race tickets are up for grabs in a live drawing, plus score an autographed A.J. Allmendinger hero card. And while you're there, browse Echo Park's huge inventory. Get the new car feel without the new car price. This Thursday, 2 to 4.
Only one radio program captures the excitement of hunting and fishing as it happens. The award-winning California Sportsman with Sep Hendrickson. Only California Sportsman takes you where the action is. Live on the water, live in the blind, and live with the top pros and experts in outdoor sports. California Sportsman with Fishing Hall of Famer Sep Hendrickson is your premier destination for all things outdoors. Sep's Saturday Morning Outdoors. Ultimate Bass and California Sportsman, 5 a.m. to 8 a.m. Saturdays on Sactown Sports 1140.
Capital Casino is conveniently located in downtown, 411 16th Street, and has been a part of the greater Sacramento area for over 20 years. They offer the best variety of games in the region in a safe and friendly environment, and there's plenty of parking, all well lit and monitored by security. Come have a great meal at the cafe and restaurant inside. Capital Casino has the best food, the best service, and the best action. But please always remember to gamble responsibly. 1-800-GAMBLER.
KHD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento.
From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
Sactown Sports 1140.
The Carmichael Dave Show.
He's on the microphone when he's not on the microphone. He's playing a song, and when he's not playing a song, he's on the microphone, and then boom.
With Jason Ross.
No, he didn't. Yes, he did.
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross on Sactown Sports.
Welcome back. Carmichael Dave, Jason Ross, Chris Roulard. Every Thursday at 8 a.m., Sam Amick joins us, and we're nearing the end. It's like a TV series, like you have the season finale cliffhanger. We're nearing the end of season, 20 of Sam Amick, and then he gets, a few weeks off.
And he comes back refreshed.
Season premiere.
Yeah.
We start running trailers and stuff. What's going to happen?
They've added a kid.
Yeah, maybe not. Maybe went to Europe. I think you guys are both going. Are you, Sam? Are you going? Didn't you tell me the other day you're going abroad again this summer, or no?
Man, just putting my business in the streets.
Oh, sorry. I thought you tweeted it. Maybe not. Jason is too.
I'm going with Sam.
Oh, nice. Let's go, Jay.
Yeah.
Where are we going, buddy?
Wherever you want.
Yeah, Sam always goes to Sam goes over there. Well, because you have speaking of putting your business out there, you have your sister's out there, right?
I have a sister who lives in England. Yes.
Oh, how about
So
that?
Sam goes to England a bunch. I go to England a bunch, but we've never. This is going to give drunk neighbor John some ammo. But yet
I know why are you avoiding me in England?
we've this sounds weird out of context. We've never hooked up in England.
Wow.
So
I think that's in context.
YouTube guy, you can start early this time, right around, I think we made it under a minute of useless psychobabble, as he always says. And the reason is there's just way too much to talk to you about, Sam. We'll get, obviously, the Kings draft and all things Kings. We'll spend the bulk of this interview on that. But LaMelo Ball to Minnesota. First question from me would be, did you see this coming? Part two, who do you think won the trade?
At the trade deadline, we were certainly monitoring LaMelo's status. And then, as you guys know, they not only didn't move him, but Charlotte was one of the best teams in the NBA in the second half of the season. And he fit in really well. And it was interesting to see, like, the scouts, opposing team scouts shift their point of view on LaMelo. Because, man, the first half of the year, it was what we've heard for a lot of his career, which is like, my God, this guy has no conscience, just shoots whatever shot he wants, and just fairly negative feedback. But there was eventually this kind of shift where, not certainly putting him in the same sentence as Steph Curry, but the concept being that, like, his gravity is insane in the way that he impacts the floor, and they obviously were dangerous. But in terms of last night, no, I'll give a hat tip to my old colleague, Shams, where I was joking with the family that I'm watching the end of the second round and, admittedly ready to wind down a bit. And Shams just kind of throws in at the end of the broadcast, like, oh, by the way, LaMelo might be gone in the next 24, 48 hours. So, we had confirmed pretty quickly that Minnesota was not only involved, but like, oh boy, this is actually down the road a bit. And then by the time I get up this morning, the deal is done. So, we'll see. Who won the trade? Not to play the middle, but Charlotte, didn't see LaMelo. This is the Concaniple, Brandon Miller era, and I think they got what they wanted. They got assets. They got a really good player in Naz Reid. So I see both sides. It's a risky move for Minnesota, but it could pay off. But I mean, what an interesting combo with Ant and LaMelo playing together now.
Yeah, Sam, I was going to ask you about the Minnesota side of this because obviously LaMelo is that dynamic player. That backcourt seems pretty spectacular, but it also not only Naz Reid leaving, but part of this to free up some of that money to get it to Sumnu was Julius Randle. So I kind of look at it as a Randle and Naz Reid in a way. So they're shifting from that front court dominance to maybe more of a backcourt. And there's been a team that's been so close. I mean, do they jump into that Spurs and OKC stratosphere, or are they still kind of a notch below in your mind?
I mean, probably a notch below, and it's just we have no, sample size data points, evidence when it comes to the Ant LaMelo thing, first and foremost. Like, I could see it working, but I got to see it. So I don't even know how to handicap how they look. And the front court thing that you highlight, Jay, is massive because, I get it. Julius Randle was a wildly inconsistent player. And at times they beat the Spurs in that first game. And I remember our guy, John Krasinski, writing a kind of a love letter about how good Julius was slowing down Wemby. And then it was like, he disappears from there. So, but the front court issues now are glaring. Like, what does that even look like? The size, again, you bring up San Antonio, like what kind of size are you throwing at San Antonio? They're going to have to keep working on this roster because that's a major issue.
It's not just Ball. And actually, before we move on to everybody else, Trae Young, LaMelo Ball, Ja Morant now, reports are, they're saying the Grizzlies are doing everything they can to not have Ja Morant next year and are now at a point where he's got negative value, or at least that's the perception. We've seen the returns. They haven't been crazy impressive, at least in my opinion. And is there this trend? I feel like there's a trend, Sam. I was talking about this with Jason earlier, where those three guards aren't exactly the same, but they kind of fit this mold where it seems that the league is moving more towards the Drew Holiday, Brandon Miller, to go way back, Mike Bibby types from the J. Will, LaMelo, Ja Morant. Is this a coincidence, or do you think this is kind of a trend happening?
I mean, it was a trend, and it probably mostly still is a trend, but this offseason has not gone, this offseason has bucked the trend. When you talk about Trae and LaMelo, I mean, Trae Young getting $212 million is just not what we thought was going to happen at the trade deadline. And, one of the theories, and it seems, to be honest, a little far-fetched, or at least just a small piece of the pie, it doesn't fully explain it at all, is with the lottery reform, you've got some teams essentially gravitating back towards guys that might, help you at least stay in the middle, if not above the middle, because the incentive to lose is not what it used to be. But if you really break down the percentage points of, like, what are we talking about here? Your previous plan versus your plan with Trae Young, like, I don't know if I buy that theory, but that is something that's been floating around. And now, to see LaMelo get a pretty good haul. I mean, that's remind me I know it's a 2033 first, I think.
Yeah, no, I got it right here, and let me push back a little bit. I'm not saying you're wrong. I've been wondering about it all day. It's a 2033 unprotected, so it's an unprotected first in 7 years. It's 3 pick swaps, which jumps out, but those pick swaps are in 28, 29, and 30, and I find myself wondering, are the Hornets going to finish ahead of the Timberwolves record-wise? Not what I know that's a little less important now than it was a year ago, but are any of those pick swaps going to be activated? And then you have 3 second-round picks. So I'm looking at it, I'm going, hold on a second. Yeah. It's Naz Reid. It's an unprotected first in 7 years, and it's 3 second-round picks. I don't know. It just doesn't seem like a lot for what people thought Ball's value was.
Yeah, I mean, I'll meet you in the middle there. Okay. I mean, you're right. That's not a massive draft haul, and Naz is a very good player, so we can't forget that part. I mean, they're trying to win. You know what I mean? Like, and Naz fits a need, and and on as a side note, I mean, it's one where I'm curious how the Wolves fans feel today because Naz is, like, arguably the most popular player in Wolves history. So I'm sure that was a consideration as well. as a side note, just something people are certainly talking about around the league is, Tim Conley has not, the head of the Wolves front office has not gotten an extension done with Minnesota yet. And, it seems fairly likely that he will probably go to the end of his contract next year, at least potentially. And so there's a little bit of a just that dynamic is fascinating, I guess. All this pressure to get somebody next to Ant, all these times when Tim had been really aggressive going after Kevin Durant, going after Giannis, going after Jaylen Brown. That list, John Morant, that list was really long. So, to see him take this kind of a calculated risk does then make you wonder, okay, is he going to get something done for his own situation or not?
What's crazy is how quickly the league moves, Sam, because, Ball was dealt this morning. Feels like Giannis was a long time ago now, but that was Monday. I mean, it wasn't that long ago, and Brown was one that was talked about. They ended up dealing with Miami. Just your opinion on how that all shook out. I know you've been close to Giannis in Milwaukee, and just how we kind of ultimately are here, and that's one of the game's biggest stars is now going to join Pat Riley in Miami.
Yeah, it's interesting. I don't think that the Bucks got the all-out, kind of, competition for Giannis's services that they were hoping for. At the trade deadline, they choose to push it back, and to the summertime. Apologies, got distracted by a text there.
Any good?
No, it was LaMelo Ball residue.
Oh,
basically.
Okay. Yeah, gross. Go ahead.
Yeah, I didn't know you were going to say that. Right. Never mind. And what the hell was I saying?
Giannis.
Yeah, it came down to, to the Heat and the Celtics, obviously. I took particular enjoyment in tracking the Celtics side because we were on that subplot first, and it was just funny to see. We talked about this last week. It was just funny to me to see Boston, and I shouldn't make light of their personal dynamics. They were trying not to piss off Jaylen Brown, but at the trade deadline, they were going to great lengths to keep it quiet that they were interested. And then eventually it's just like, oh no, they're all the way in, but they were not all the way in with their offer. I didn't confirm the 2 first part, but reportedly Jaylen with 2 first, and obviously Jaylen was in there. But the Bucks feel really good about what they did. They did not want to have another Giannis situation if they brought Jaylen to town and they weren't winning games and he didn't want to be there. And suddenly, with 3 years left on his contract, was unhappy. So that was a major factor in why they took the Heat deal. And we'll see. I'm not sure how good the Heat are going to be, but they do have a long history of figuring it out. So I wouldn't doubt them.
Just going back to the LaMelo Ball thing here, and I don't know anything about anything when it comes to this, Sam. I'm just asking if you've heard anything. It came out of nowhere, seemingly. Again, I don't like the haul Charlotte got, but whatever. I also I should also include, I think they created a $47.1 million trade exemption, which is a record. This seems to me like we're going to hear in the post-mortem, I was saying earlier, something else, and again, I don't know this, but like a coach issue, a locker room issue, off-court stuff. This seems like this is more than just a basketball move. You think I'm fishing in empty waters there?
No, that stuff is kind of known.
Yeah.
There was tension for sure between LaMelo and Charles Lee last year. And there was even a clip that kind of made the rounds on social media of LaMelo kind of yelling at him coming off the floor after a game. I don't know to what degree, that impacted things, but they seem to be to a better place with him by the end of the season. Now, listen, he's a young guy, and young guys sometimes do dumb things, but he's a wild card. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Dude is sideswiping people's cars and on the streets of Charlotte. And multiple times and just, not necessarily putting out the best image wise brand for the organization, but that stuff seemed to work itself out. The other thing you're alluding to, and I haven't checked around that much, but I did have I mean, I don't mind sharing this part. Like, for example, I don't think that Charlotte broadcast his availability. I think they had honed in on, and had specific conversations, because the Kings, for example, who are thrilled to get Darius Acuff, I don't believe we're aware that LaMelo was available, and I'm sure they weren't alone.
Interesting.
Yeah, talking with Sam Amick from the Athletic. So if we're talking about LaMelo being dealt, Giannis being dealt, we don't know if Jaylen Brown ultimately will. Sabonis' name still is out there and kind of sprinkled every once in a while. Are you hearing anything about Domantas Sabonis, Sam, and any potential trade talks?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's still, we're still monitoring, and there's, still different scenarios that could emerge, and a lot of them are familiar. The Charlotte one, now the question is there a Miles Bridges deal there? I mean, well, let me take that back as I process. Obviously, Nas essentially fills what Charlotte was looking for with Sabonis. So Toronto still with some interest, but the similar, obstacles to that kind of a deal. But
Jakob Poeltl, is that still?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Hurdle?
For sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Ooh, that's
the
good.
hurdle. That is good.
You should be a writer. Although now I can see the word hurdle in my head spelled like Hoetel.
That's the beauty of it.
Yeah.
So I just think, generally speaking, that there's some level of shared motivation to get something done there eventually, but it's tricky. I don't know what direction it's going to go, but the Kings, they and we're going to get to them. They finally have some legitimately good buzz about their young core. And so phase 2, like, which, it's phase 1 really, and it was before, is to get off some of the long-term money with some of their veterans, as that era kind of comes to an end.
Sam Amick joining us. Yeah, you talk about the buzz. They now have, they think, their point guard of the future. Picked up 3 new guys coming in as well. We talked about it earlier. You've got a Calipari guy, Kelvin Sampson guy, a Hurley guy now all coming in from proven backgrounds. Now is it more Scott Perry, as you just kind of alluded to with Sabonis, whether it's the Levine expiring, moving Sabonis, and let's not forget, I think Monk is still somebody that could come up as well as could Devin Carter. Not that that's huge money. What are you hearing about, the strong rumors that the Kings are going to give it till around August to try to find a trade partner for DeMar DeRozan and then waive him? And is there any market at all that you've heard of for Zach LaVine?
The DeRozan thing, that like that, and we've talked about it before, like that was always kind of unofficially the plan with DeMar's deal. Like that was a unique contract where, yes, it in, theory was a 3-year deal, but the additional tacked on guarantee, if you guys know, it's a partial guarantee for next year. And that partial, it was almost like a bonus on his second year. But, I think both parties intended to not be working together after those 2 years. So I do expect that to happen, whether it's trade or getting cut. LaVine, I don't have clarity on where he might have some promise, but as we've talked about before, it's, he's not leaving that money on the table. So if he can't find a situation, again, it's a mutual thing where his agent, Rich Paul, and the Kings are working together trying to look at this. If you can't find somewhere to do, like one concept was just a sign and trade for a lower number where Zach could get, his next spot, his next chapter, but the Kings would need to like what was coming back in return. Like, I'm not aware of anything that's promising on that front. So, but we got to keep looking at that one. And like you said, Malik, especially, we talk about LaMelo and Trae Young and these guys, like Malik can light it up, and I know it's in a 6-man role, but he's starter caliber, and so I've always been a little surprised that the market for him wasn't better. Mm-hmm. But yeah, they got a lot of money that is not part of the future plans. It's still sitting on that payroll.
Sam, you were talking about the buzz the Kings are getting for the drafting of Darius Acuff, and again, it's very early. People do draft grades, and people have opinions, and it is. You're kind of looking around. A lot of people are giving the Kings great praise for that. I'm not questioning the pick. I'm questioning maybe why so much buzz for a team that has been picked on, and rightfully so, when, two other point guards were taken ahead of Acuff. He seems to be the one that, the Clippers didn't do it, the Nets didn't do it, but the Kings did, and everybody seems to love it. Why do you think they're kind of generating that kind of buzz with that pick?
Well, I mean, you have a guy. I mean, you talk about body of work and data points. Like, you have a ton of evidence that this guy can just absolutely fill it up, and that he's a dynamic playmaker. And in this league, where shooting, this is the post Steph Curry era almost. Even with Steph still being in the league, shooting is everything. And he's a volume shooter from deep range at high percentage for college. What sticks in my head, and I'm probably guilty of making too much of one piece of anecdotal evidence, is, if you guys remember, I went down to San Jose to watch Acuff.
That's right.
Against Arizona. And ironically, it was like the only game he struggled, and their season came to an end that night. And so you kind of walked away going, okay, NBA caliber defenders on this team. You had a few questions, but before that game, I had sat with a former NBA GM who was just absolutely giddy about Acuff, and literally told me that day that if he was still a GM, he would strongly consider him at the number 1 pick. And this was in a Dabonza draft. This is, Peterson, all those guys. And that has certainly stuck with me, because this is not a short-term, former GM. This is a guy who did it for quite some time and was very respected. So, you add that to the Kings because of their history and how much they've struggled.
Yeah.
I also think when it comes to buzz, nobody is really worrying about, can Darius Acuff lead the Kings to a championship? That's just not how they're going to think about the Kings. It's like, it's almost not trying to be funny. It's almost nationally, it's become like a pity thing. Like, can we just have the Kings be fun? Like, that's enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Darius Acuff is going to be fun. And I was even joking with our youngest son. I'm like, hey man, listen, because he's like a very, very, what am I looking for? Like, non-committed Kings fan. He'll get interested every once in a while. And I was like, Jalen Brunson, 6'2", just won the title, and so you can use that model as you talk about Darius. But it just seems like the odds of him being terrible are pretty nil. You know what I mean? Like, he by all accounts, he's going to be a really good NBA player.
Well, if this was instead of a radio interview, a baseball game, we'd be in the bottom of the 9th, 2 outs, and a 3-2 count to Sam Amick. I'm going to throw you a curveball here, just to end the interview this way.
Can't tell him the pitch is coming.
You know what? I'm going to let him hit it out of the park.
Okay.
I think he might. I'm
going to throw you a 5-finger split.
I think he's going to foul it off, but we'll see. All right, that's my prediction. This has been in my head for the last couple days, Sam. We had John Calipari on 2 days ago to talk about Darius Acuff.
What a flex. Look at you.
Is that okay? I'll take the flex from the guy that has Giannis's phone number, but that's fine. Cal comes on, and there was something in the interview. He's a great interview, as you know, but something stood out. And that was his multiple mentions of his relationship with the team, with ownership, with Vivek specifically. I'm not going to ask you if you could see Coach Calipari being the coach of the Sacramento Kings in a year or two. What I do want to ask you is, what, if anything, do you remember about any talks from the past? I swear I remember there was a time when he was in the mix and they were having conversations about Cal. I want to say maybe it was before Luke Walton, maybe around the George Karl era. Do you remember any of that?
Yeah, I do. You see that for the YouTube viewers, y'all see me getting nervous here. Like, Dave's trying to get us clipped.
What are you talking about? What are you? I'm just asking a question.
Yeah.
Come on, guy.
No, I mean, I had not thought of it. It's a very interesting point. I don't remember the exact timeline, but the indisputable part that is worth remembering for context is that, yes, Vivek has a close relationship with John Calipari, and some of his previous head coaches and GMs would get frustrated at times because, like, when he had important basketball decisions to ponder, he would be calling John Calipari, potentially before the people that worked for him. And And so there was like an unofficial friend / advisor type thing. Had not thought about, that possibility, and who the heck knows, you know what I mean? Obviously, Doug's in the last guaranteed year of his deal. He's got a team option for next year. We'll see how this year goes, but you look at the Phoenix Suns, Matt Ishbia with his Michigan State background, made a serious run trying to get Tom Izzo, before hiring Jordan Ott. And so, I've not personally heard that, but in terms of your logic, I'm not going to push back on that.
So, just for the record, Sam Amick of The Athletic not pushing back on the idea that John Calipari could be with
You suck.
And by the way, we're laughing. I want to be clear because I know we don't need to do this, but that's no disrespect to Doug Christie, who I would love for him to be the coach of this team for the next 10 years. That means he's being successful. It's just like a player on a year-end you got to talk about this stuff, but
speaking of which, as we leave, now we're in the top of the 10th, but I wrote a story today that I did enjoy writing. Thank you. I did my job.
Good job.
No, but you talk about 1 year left on his contract. I talked to J.B. Bickerstaff, Darvin Ham, and Lloyd Pierce about Micah Nori's contract in Portland. And it was very, 3 coaches choosing in their offseason to publicly speak out and condemn. And if anybody hadn't heard the story, Micah gets hired by the Blazers, and Tom Dundon and Joe Cronin, their GM, give him a contract that is a 3-year deal with 1 guaranteed season. So you are a lame duck coach on day 1, and then 2 team options from there. It is pay wise at the bottom of the league, has all these incentives attached to it. And so, coaches were not happy about what they see as a major step backwards.
All right, I want to say sorry to Chris because I know he's seething right now because we're late. But I actually had Nori written down as if we ran out of stuff to talk about. I just devil's advocate here, dude, because I've been thinking a lot about this.
Oh, well, hold on. I can't wait for this. So, Sactown Sports, just make sure you clip this next time you negotiate with Dave. He's about to advocate for a 1-year deal.
Here's all I'm saying.
Well done, Sam.
This is the truth. Since 2013, I have been on 13 consecutive 1-year deals. Those deals, I get, if I could sign a 10-year deal here, I get fired. I get, I think, a month of severance. I don't know what the hell it is. But here's my thing. Tell me why for normal person, right? I'm talking about our listeners, you, me, whatever. Oh no, you're getting paid millions of dollars maybe to have one of 30 jobs, and it's performance based. And oh no, if you don't do well or they want to make a move, then you get to go be an assistant somewhere and blah blah blah. Instead of having guaranteed money, where if you crap the bed over the next year, you don't get paid outright for the next 2 years every cent. Like why? Why should I or the audience feel bad for that?
Very quickly, Sam.
Very quickly, the idea that regular people in their jobs and their lives are remotely close to professional sports is delusional.
You're right.
Friend.
No, you're absolutely. It is a different world.
But way to pander to your audience. You just scored points.
Man of the people, baby. Sam Amick taking up for the rich, joining us right now on The Athletic.
Feed the rich. Feed the rich.
Have a good weekend, brother. Thank you as always. We'll talk to you soon.
See y'all.
Bye. That's Sam Amick.
Sounds like I'm not coming back.
That's it. Sam's final appearance on the show. When we come back, the upcomoming California Classic. Also, want to get to the Sac State question too, maybe as well. We'll get to that next.
Darius Acuff Jr. is a Sacramento King.
The Sacramento Kings select Darius Acuff Jr. from the University of Arkansas.
After a private workout and an entire offseason of speculation, the 6'2" point guard fell to the Kings at number 7 and will be the latest young star to take the floor in Sacramento. Will the SEC's leading scorer continue the small guard resurgence in the NBA?
Your exclusive home for Kings basketball.
Sactown Sports 1140.
You bought an RV, and you got an automatic discount from Progressive by bundling it with your home or auto insurance. That's great, but a serious word of warning every RVer should heed. You don't need to talk about things like dry weight or dump stations. And you don't need one of those expensive water filter straws either. Because the most extreme thing most RVers encounter is a campsite without hookups. So just enjoy yourself. And Progressive's automatic discount when you bundle your RV, boat, or motorcycle with your home or auto insurance. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Not available in all states or situations.
Liberty Mutual customizes your car and home insurance. And now we're customizing this ad for your morning commute to wake you up, which could help your driving. Science says that stimulating the brain increases alertness. So here's a pop quiz. How many months have 28 days? What gets wetter as it dries? What has keys but can't open locks? If you don't want to hear the answers, turn off this Liberty Mutual ad now. 12 months, a towel, piano. Enjoy being fully alert.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Remember the days of real country music? Now you can get your favorite classic country every day on 105.1 HD3 The Ranch. Listen to The Ranch on the free KNCI app or anytime at 105.1 HD3.
Feel the force at Star Wars Night with the Sacramento River Cats. Join us at Sutter Health Park on Saturday, July 11th for themed fun, costumes, and summertime baseball under the lights. It's one of the most popular nights of the season. Get your tickets now at rivercats.com.
Maida Subaru says yes to big savings on the new Subaru you want during the sizzling summer sales event on now. Visit MaidaSubaru.com today for special spring savings on over 225 new and certified pre-owned Subarus.
Made a great deal at Maida. Everyone loves to be outside, and so do mosquitoes. Protect yourself against mosquitoes and West Nile virus by following these simple tips. At least once a week, look around your yard and drain stagnant water from any containers where mosquitoes can breed. Remember to use an effective mosquito repellent, especially at dawn and dusk when mosquitoes are most active. Close all doors and be sure screens are in good working condition. At the Mosquito and Vector Control District, we're here to help. Visit us at fightthebite.net.
Patrick was way behind on his IRS taxes.
I was in way over my head. The total amount ended up being somewhere just over $30,000. $30,000.
Then the IRS came to collect.
Started getting letter after letter. A lien had been filed against me. They were going to basically hang me completely out to dry.
He had to do something.
That's when I reached out to Optima Tax Relief.
Patrick's life quickly got a lot easier.
It was very easy, pretty much hands off. They picked up the ball and ran with it.
And how'd it go?
I couldn't believe it. I had to ask 2 or 3 times. I saved an incredible amount of money.
How does Patrick feel about Optima?
Couldn't be happier. They definitely helped me. Optima Tax Relief, the best place to call. They're the best in the business.
Do what Patrick did and call Optima Tax Relief for a free consultation. Call 800-375-2922. 800-375-2922. 800-375-2922. Optima Tax Relief. Testimonial from an actual client. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Want the best movie experience in town? Join Sactown Sports IMAX Pass by visiting SactownSports.com. Sign up today. You can win tickets to see this week's films at the Esquire IMAX Theater.
Card collectors know there's nothing as special as a rare one-of-one card. And now you can hear a very rare one-of-a-kind sports card show right here on Sactown Sports. Whitey Gleason here inviting you to join me and Mr. True Sports Cards himself, Emran Pilati, for the True Sports Card Show every Saturday morning at 10 on Sactown Sports. It's the only sports card radio show in the nation. For all your hobby needs, get to True Sports Cards, 6661 Stanford Ranch Road in Rockland. And for hobby, insight, and fun, join us for the True Sports Card Show Saturday mornings at 10 on Sactown Sports.
In celebration of 80 years of 49ers football, Sactown Sports is counting down 80 of the most memorable moments that have shaped the team's storied legacy and winning tradition. Here's today's faithful flashback.
Number 53, Garrison Hurst's walk-off.
Opening day of the 1998 season will be remembered in 49ers history, not just because it was an overtime win over the Jets, it was the way they did it. A few minutes into overtime, the 49ers had the ball at their own 4-yard line. The play was a handoff to running back Garrison Hurst. 6 broken tackles, and 96 yards later, he fell into the end zone for the game-winning walk-off touchdown on opening day. Considered one of the most dramatic runs in NFL history, Hurst finished the day with 187 yards rushing, would go on to have his best season, and earn Pro Bowl recognition with the 49ers.
Faithful flashbacks on Sactown Sports 1140.
The Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
On Sactown Sports.
There's a charity thing coming up, and I just got the menu for the dinner. I'm doing emceeing a charity thing.
Where's the food, dude?
Emceeing a charity thing's a flag? No, it's like a volunteer thing. I'm trying to say how good of a guy I am. Okay.
Tell me what it is. Then we'll see if it's a flex.
Well,
I don't even know how you could say that I was calling it a flex.
It's obviously they're making it fancy.
Flex.
Venison loin Diane. I know it's steak
That's
Diane.
made up. What's steak Diane?
It's a steak with the Diane on it. No, it's a
hold the Diane.
It's a steak with it's some form of sauce or something on it. It's not the. I think Oscar's the crab, but I've heard of steak Diane.
The Grouch. He's the Grouch.
Oh, that's a good point. Or he used to work in sales.
He did.
Venison loin Diane.
Made up.
Palm Anna or Anna potato.
Why are they all named? Yeah.
Carrot and parsnip puree. All right, I know what that. I mean, fine. Also, I feel like you know how a carrot, when you bite into a carrot, you know how a carrot tastes? I don't know how else to put it. Carroty. There's only, I know, but there's a very specific flavor to a carrot that it's very it's
What's
only
up, Doc?
I feel like a parsnip is super carroty. Like it's a hard play. It's like
carrot,
freaking
super good.
Super good. Carrot and parsnip puree, fine. Swede, Swede, Swede fondants, Fondants.
Are these words?
Yeah, I don't look. I don't know what the hell.
These are fancy.
I know
pants.
one
Where
of
are
them.
you-
I'm attempting to dazzle Dave.
So venison loin. Okay, that's deer steak.
Okay.
That's just a fancy way of saying it. I don't want venison.
What's the dessert? Let's get to the
The
real
dessert.
thing.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
The dessert. Now we're cooking with chicken. Apple and blackberry crumble.
Okay, fine.
Cool.
Good.
Vanilla creme brulee. Love creme brulee. It's not something you make
You
at
get
home.
all of them or a choice?
No, I'm taking all. And a chocolate ganache. I guarantee you the desserts are going to be amazing. Those are three fine desserts.
Ganache.
Venison, but what if you don't like? What if you're? I guess if you're a vegetarian, you just eat the potato and the carrots and the parsnips.
Yeah.
And what the hell is a Swede? I want to know what I'm eating, man. Swede fondants are. Fondant Swede is a rich, buttery, and tender preparation of swede. Swede's the English word for rutabaga.
Oh, there we go.
What the hell is a rutabaga? I know what a rutabaga is, but what is a rutabaga?
It's a really mean bega. Come on. I'm mad at you.
It's like you have like a regular bega.
Yeah.
You have like a really polite bega.
Right.
And then, that one guy, he gets a couple drinks in him. He's just a damn rutabaga. Okay.
Lou Bega?
Oh, are we doing about Bega more now? Bega from Street Fighter 2.
Oh,
Bega. Bega. Anyways.
What happens in Vegas? Bega.
It even has prep. This sounds weird. Prep instructions. Slice a large swede into 3 thick slices.
Is that legal?
I guess not. So you're cooking a rutabaga in butter. So it's rutabaga. So it's deer steak, rutabaga, carrot and parsnip puree, and whatever the hell palm Anna potato is.
Sounds like you might be eating out.
Can I say something? I know we got to break. I just want to say this real quick about chefs and fancy eat food people. Bro, you're a supremely talented chef. Give me the cheeseburger or the steak or the rib or the pork chop. Whatever.
Cook it well.
Dude. Why is it the more chefy you are, it can't just be the normal thing. It has to be braised beef cheek in a testicle sauce or liver pate on caviar cracker with arugula puree. Why can't we just have no? Why is it the chefier you are, the more you have to eat organs and stuff?
Good question.
Hearts on fire.
Yeah.
Strong desire. We'll take a break. All right, when we come back, California Classic, and we'll get to the Sac State thing. What's hot, what's not. Hey, let's see if we can do what's hot, what's not, and streaking in the same thing. We'll do all that right after this. Word from something that's not on my page. So we're going to talk about Hoblet, Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, and Woodland. I'm always happy to do that. And just, wow, hey, surprise. Surprise. You know what? I'll bet you hate getting surprised when you go to a dealership and you see those high prices out of nowhere. Or I'll bet you love being surprised when you see a price on the internet and then you go down to the place and you're like, well, yeah, that was the price, but that's before shipping and handling and taxes and SRLLV and brat cost and dick cost and brat cost and brat cost. No, dude. Not at Hoblet. The price you see is the price you pay at HobletDodge.com. And right now, the Chrysler Make This the Summer Sales event is going on big time. Right now, you can save up to $14,000 off MSRP on those hard-to-find new 2026 Ram 25 and 3500 heavy duties. Plus, you can take advantage of available 5.9% for 84 months financing. No payments for 90 days on select inventory. They've already got the best selection of Rams. Now they got the best interest rates because they're truck people at Hoblet, and that's why they have over 600 Rams available, and more importantly, the hard-to-find Rams you're looking for. And that means your new Ram is waiting at Hoblet. Search, select, save through their whole inventory at HobletDodge.com. Unbeatable prices, unbeatable selection, and now unbeatable interest rates. Nobody beats Hoblet, period. We'll take a break. We'll come back. California Classic and more. It's exciting. Next.
Darius Acuff Jr. is a Sacramento King.
The Sacramento Kings select Darius Acuff Jr. from the University of Arkansas.
After a private workout and an entire offseason of speculation, the 6'2" point guard fell to the Kings at number 7 and will be the latest young star to take the floor in Sacramento. Will the SEC's leading scorer continue the small guard resurgence in the NBA?
Your exclusive home for Kings basketball.
Sactown Sports 1140.
And the match is about to begin.
Most of the team is out with COVID-19, so there'll be some substitutes tonight.
What's this? We have an unexpected guest on the field.
It's a dog. Well, they could do with extra players.
She's going for the ball.
Are front paws hands or feet?
Soccer season is full of surprises, and COVID-19 could be one of them. If you test positive, prescription medications may help. Ask your doctor if they're right for you. Learn more at PfizerForAll.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
From the FIFA World Cup to competitive business environments, grand ambitions lead to game-changing achievements. At Bank of America, we're there to support businesses at every step, providing insights and expertise to help you gain an edge.
He shoots, he scores!
What would you like the power to do? Explore winning business solutions at BofA.com/gamechangers. Bank of America, official bank of the FIFA World Cup 2026.
Mike Rowe here with another random fact. Those cracks on your walls aren't just cosmetic. They could mean your home is sinking. Whether it's drywall cracks, exterior cracks, or sticking doors or windows, do yourself a favor. Call Groundworks. I spent some time working with these guys, and they're the real deal. Their people are trained and certified to stabilize your foundation. Schedule a free inspection with Groundworks, the foundation and waterproofing experts.
Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for detail.
MoonPay X Games Sacramento 2026 is taking on Cal Expo this summer. Catch live music performances and more than 100 top skate, BMX, and Moto X athletes compete. June 26th through June 28th. Get your tickets now at xgames.com.
Hi, I'm Justin Gingery. One of the most common questions I receive is, what makes us different from other law firms?
At Gingery, Hammer & Associates, we handle your case from beginning to the end.
Whether your case reaches a settlement, whether it must go into litigation, or whether it has to go all the way to trial, we will be with you along the entire way. And because we are committed to your case, we are as invested as you are in making sure you get the outcome you deserve.
When you get an injury, just call Gingery.
Your concert lineup is
stacked with can't-miss shows on the Sactown Sports Live events calendar. It all starts July 19th when country legend Willie Nelson takes the stage at Ironstone Amphitheater. Then Cole Wetzel rocks Lake Tahoe Amphitheater at Caesars Republic July 24th. August heats up with Santana and the Doobie Brothers at Toyota Amphitheater August 8th. The Sacred Souls at Hard Rock Live Sacramento August 12th. David Lee Roth at Thunder Valley August 14th. And a huge night August 16th with Kane Brown at Ironstone Amphitheater and Toto at Toyota Amphitheater. Keep it rolling August 19th with the Black Crows and Whiskey Myers at Toyota Amphitheater. Ty Myers takes over Lake Tahoe Amphitheater August 22nd. September brings Sac Top for 2 back-to-back nights at Lake Tahoe Amphitheater September 11th and 12th. Then don't miss Leonard Skinner October 2nd at Ironstone Amphitheater and Ashley Cook October 10th at Ace of Spades. Stay up to date with every show on the Sactown Sports Live events calendar. Find all the details at SactownSports.com.
NASCAR legend Michael Waltrip is coming to Echo Park Automotive Sacramento this Thursday from 2 to 4 p.m. Get there early to meet Michael and celebrate Echo Park's sponsorship of A.J. Allmendinger's number 16 Chevrolet at Sunday's Toyota Save Mart 350 at Sonoma Raceway. 10 pairs of race tickets are up for grabs in a live drawing, plus score an autographed A.J. Allmendinger hero card. And while you're there, browse Echo Park's huge inventory. Get the new car feel without the new car price. This Thursday, 2 to 4.
Wheelerman Golf Course presents Music on the Green Thursday, June 25th from 6 to 8 p.m. Hi, this is Frank LaRosa with the Golf to Go radio show. Join Scott Marsh and me as we broadcast live. 4 Barrel as the musical guest at this free community event sponsored by Urban Roots. See you there.
What's hot?
Yeah, hot. Real hot.
And what's not?
It's not good.
Brought to you by American Energy Heating and Air, Sacramento's complete heating and cooling company, and second opinion partner.
All right, Chris, it's your time to tell us who is hot.
The Mexican soccer team?
Really?
Yeah.
What did they do?
Well, last night they beat Czechia 3-0. Okay. This is the first time in their history they've won all 3 games of their group stage, combined 6-0. They have not given up a goal in the World Cup.
That's your squad? No? A squad.
It's a little bit
like.
different for me.
A little bit different.
I'm bad. I got about 13 teams.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So they're hot.
Who's not?
Still the Athletics. They lose against the Giants.
Loss.
They're trying to not get swept. They went from the first place team in the AL West. Now they are 3rd. They are tied with the Houston Astros.
6 blown saves in June. In June. Yesterday was 1-0, get the late homer. You're like, oh, this is great. And then 2 solo homers in the 9th. They're 1-4 against your squad, too. That's the problem.
And it's not like the Giants are killing it.
Not at all.
They need either Fisher's shocker. Either Fisher is just asleep at the wheel and is like, well, this is who you have. Or they got to do something. They got to do something about the bully, dude.
Do you think any part of him is like, I don't want to make the playoffs in Sacramento? I know we're not going to be there long. I don't know. I'm just, it seems like a crazy thought.
Because we'll make Vegas look bad.
Yeah. It's like, let's debut in the playoffs in Vegas.
You said how many in June?
Just 6 in June, 6 blown saves.
The Washington Nationals lead the league in blown saves with 23.
Oh, my gosh.
The Athletics have 17.
Both those numbers are ridiculous.
The Athletics are tied for second, should be my point, with 17.
And also, like last night, was a 1-run. Like, those happen. It stinks, but they've happened far too often. They've had, 4-run blown saves, though. Games that are in the bag that are over. And last night was a 1-run differential, but still, it's added on to just all their recent bad losses.
It's just, by the way, the Padres surprisingly have 9. I'm just going to the team with Mason Miller. The Astros have 5 blown saves.
And they're in 4th in that division. That doesn't make any sense. What would the A's be if they were where the Astros were?
Well, they'd be 18 wins better, you'd think.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. What's frustrating is it's one thing if they were just a middle of the. You have a legitimate shot at winning the AL West, dude.
Because the division has left it open. And they haven't been great. There's a lot of flaws in the team, but this is the easiest one to see.
Yes.
And they're not fixing it or haven't fixed it yet.
All right. Well, let's go streaking, shall we?
Okay.
Okay.
It's time to go streaking.
We're going streaking!
Who is the Nostradamus of MLB? Who can keep the streak going? It's time to go streaking.
What the hell are you doing?
We're streaking!
Oh.
All right. Well, Dave and I were not because we're back to 0. Chris is at 5. Yikes. All right.
I don't like that.
Well, we'll start with me. I took Kyle Schwarber. Schwarber did not play, but then came in late with a pinch hit appearance.
No.
But it was a walk, 0 for 0.
Oh, 0
So
for 0. Well,
I just stay at 0. He didn't have a plate appearance.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I got you. So had he been 0 for 1 with a walk, the streak would have. That's right. I remember that rule. You're right.
He's nothing. No hit. No, I'm just 0. Dave, oh, man, you took Henry Bolte. That's usually your starter, like to get you going. He's only had 3 hits. He got one of them.
Hey, Bolte.
You're at 1. He was 1 for 2, but that's a hit. That's all you needed. Now, Chris was at 5, and he took Handy Yandy Diaz, as he said.
Yandy.
Let me see how I can do this one. He did not get a hit in just one of his plate appearances. He got 4.
Oh, come on.
4 for 5.
Come on.
Too many hits, Chris. You're only
on.
supposed to get 1.
No, I don't like it.
So Chris is at 6.
I'm the triple crown hitter.
Updated numbers tomorrow. Where did that voice come from?
It's a recording of Dave from the other day.
Is that a troll under a bridge? I guess that'd be on. That's not a troll sound.
I'm a triple crown guy.
Yeah, there you go.
Less games today, so choose wisely.
Choose wisely. All right. Give me Jung-Hoo Lee of the Giants.
Oh, Dave loves LA. What? Jung-Hoo Lee. Okay. I am going to take, let's see, today. Let's do it.
Fred Armisen.
I'm going to go to Nick Kurtz. Chris?
Sounds like we got some love for the A's and Giants.
Yeah.
I think I should keep this going, and that's what I'm going to go with. Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Wow, so did he let us down the primrose path? And then
I was going to take Jung-Hoo Lee, but
good luck to one and all.
No, not good luck to Chris.
Oh wow,
no,
that's mean.
No,
unluck.
Okay, unshout out.
Yeah,
not a shout out to Chris. Yeah. Unluck.
Whisper in,
exactly. All right. Well, we got a minute. Let's talk to Mitch. Hey, Miach.
Morning, guys.
Morning.
Beautiful day. I like the draft. I wish they had taken Braden Burris instead. And they got another guy on the 6th Street in the second round. But you think Karaban is his name from Connecticut? I like that forward. You think he'll get some playing time? And any undrafted free agents they can sign? You think in the coming days, coming weeks?
I guarantee
they will. Yeah.
Yeah, they will 100%. Have some undrafted free agents they sign. That's normal. I don't know who.
Right. There'll be people that'll be on the Vegas League and Classic team.
Probably basketball guys.
Yeah, a couple basketball guys.
Went to college.
Maybe a few plumbers.
Yeah. Karaban will get playing time.
Yeah.
He absolutely will.
He'll get every opportunity to prove it.
He will absolutely get every opportunity to prove it. As Scott Perry now will have 5 guys six really with Cartwell that he drafted. Or
added free agent.
Or added. So he's got his handprints on just about half the team now in a little over a year.
Yeah.
We hope to talk to Scott Perry at some point tomorrow or early next week, and we'll ask him about that.
The ways he can get the team better: drafting,
yes,
trading, free agency. That's so far, body of work in Sacramento, he's been best at drafting, in my opinion. Trading's fine. The Hunter trade, I didn't mind that. Schroeder and Ellis. Free agency part, now there's some restrictions where they were cap-wise. I don't know how much activity he's going to be able to do this summer either on that realm. So trading, but I would say the best element of what he can control so far has been his drafting, in my opinion.
I agree with you, and I think he's done very well in a limited sample size so far, and I think I think the order of business now for him is trying to move the big 4. And by the big 4, I mean DeRozan, Sabonis,
business.
LaVine, Monk. And when I say big four, I'm not necessarily talking salary. I think those are throw Devin Carter in there, but I don't think there's this need to move him. But those are the big four salary pieces that I think are all guys he's working on moving.
Yeah, and they may not. It doesn't mean they all have to go, but it's part of it is salary for sure. Part of it is age. The other part is to open the door for some younger guys to have a chance to play. Because if they all came back, Dave, to your point, I mean, Sabonis is starting and should start.
Yes.
Sorry, Max, and sorry, Cardwell. Like, it should be Sabonis. But is that best for the team? I mean, that's the thing. Like, it might be best for the team today, but you're not really you're still thinking about what you're trying to become. And I think Sabonis can help you get there. But if you moved Levine, let's say, and DeRozan, and you kept Sabonis, that's also okay. But you got to clean some of that up.
Yeah, and you've got guys like DeAndre. We've said it before. Levine's in a contract here. DeAndre Hunter's in a contract here. I think I'm done talking about DeRozan in the plans because I think he's gone. I mean, for sure.
I really hope they can trade him. I don't love the idea of I get why they would do it.
Sure.
But also if teams know that they can't deal, I'm like, we'll just wait.
Somebody asked that earlier, and I think your point is valid. My pushback on that would be, well, why would a team want to do anything, want to give anything for DeMar DeRozan if they can just wait for him to become a free agent?
Because you want to get him.
Because you want to get him.
Yeah.
You don't want to compete with other. And by the way, as much as we think DeRozan has no value, that's not correct. Right. There are contenders out there that'll take a given 20-point-a-game scorer that's a good vet, great in the locker room. He'll have an NBA job for the next few years if he wants.
Yeah.
So if Scott Perry can pull a second-round pick for him, well, that's better than nothing.
Right.
And anyways, a lot to talk about. We'll take a break. Top of the hour coming up. The Kings offseason so far. The upcoming California Classic. Going to want to get to the Sac State thing. We'll get to that next.
The Kings landed Darius Acuff Jr. at number 7. But that wasn't enough. Just before the end of the first round, Scott Perry moved back up to select UConn forward Alex Karaban as the winningest player in UConn basketball history. Will Karaban's shooting ability and championship pedigree help build a new winning culture in Sacramento?
Your exclusive home for Kings basketball.
Sactown Sports 1140.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Do Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms keep coming back? Tremfya, guselkumab, may help, with rapid remission achieved at 12 weeks and lasting clinical remission at 1 year. Some even saw visible improvement of their intestinal lining at 12 weeks and 1 year. Tremfya is a prescription medicine used to treat adults with moderately to severely active Crohn's disease and adults with moderately to severely active ulcerative colitis. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Healing is possible with Tremfya. Approximately 3 out of 10 patients were in endoscopic remission at 1 year, based on areas visualized on colonoscopy, which may not represent the deeper bowel layer or entire GI tract. Individual results may vary. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today. Call 1-800-526-7736 to learn more or visit tremfyaradio.com.
Cheap, cheap. That's the sound of savings happening right now at Elk Grove Honda. You remember, right? Elk Grove Hondas are still cheap, cheap. And right now you'll find a good deal more on new Honda gas and hybrid Accords, Civics, CRVs, and more fuel-efficient Elk Grove Hondas. Every sale is done right here, under the flag in the Elk Grove Auto Mall. Come see why generations of families return again and again to Elk Grove Honda in the Elk Grove Auto Mall, because Elk Grove Hondas are cheap, cheap.
This is Sactown Sports 1140.
Hey, it's Carmichael Dave.
What's up? It's Matt George.
What's good?
It's Alan Stiles. With the most trusted voices in the community.
This is Jason Ross.
Hey, it's Kayla Anderson.
It's Whitey Gleason. Ready to help promote your business, both as partners and customers. All you have to do is ask. Pick up the phone, dial pound 250 and say, grow my business to get connected with a team member today. That's pound 250 and say, grow my business. Our team will review your product, quickly pair you with a perfect endorser, and create video and audio samples all at no cost or obligation to you. With the most live and local on-air lineup, a dynamic content-driven website, and a state-of-the-art mobile app, Sactown Sports 1140 is tailor-made to help you connect with a sports audience in Sacramento. So why wait? Dial pound 250 today. Say, grow my business, and let us help take you to the next level.
Dawn or dusk, I'm on the hunt. Skeeter here, Sacramento Yellow Mosquito and Vector Control District, and I'm wearing Skeeter Vision, night vision goggles that light up skeeters at dawn or dusk like the 4th of July. Mosquito, 12 o'clock. Got 'em. So fight the bite by wearing long sleeves and pants at dawn or dusk when they're most active. Apply insect repellent and drain stagnant water. It's a breeding ground.
Dawn or dusk, the Sacramento Yolo Mosquito and Vector Control District reminds you to fight the bite. For more information or to report problems, go to fightthebite.net.
KHD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento. From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
This is Sactown Sports 1140. The Carmichael Dave Show.
He's on the microphone when he's not on the microphone. He's playing a song, and when he's not playing a song, he's on the microphone, and then boom!
With Jason Ross.
No, he didn't. Yes, he did.
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross on Sactown Sports.
Bobby, tell me what to do. Okay. We'll get busy with the final hour of the program. Carmichael Dave, Jason Ross, Christopher Lloyd. Somebody just called for abolishing TSA pre-check.
Yes.
Why?
Why?
They want to nationalize the airlines.
What?
What does that mean?
The U.S. would take over the airline company.
Like United and Southwest and all that is owned by the U.S.?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Well, most countries do it.
We're not most countries.
Yeah, we're worse.
No. You know all those government-owned things that work, like super well business-wise?
Social Security.
Yeah, Social Security is absolutely. That's a great point, Chris. Super.
The VA.
This Social Security is in great shape.
The VA.
It's run wonderfully. So is the VA. As
Medicare.
I'm sure many of our veterans will tell you. Absolutely, Medicare. Thank you. You're making my point. Now, let's forget that argument. Let's just put that bloop, bloop, put nationalizing the airline industry aside, which will never happen, by the way. Never.
Yeah,
happen.
they pay way too much for that not to happen.
Never happen. Why can't you just nationalize it and keep TSA pre-check? What's the argument there? I mean, honestly, I'm asking. Why would you get? I mean, it's also a source of income.
Oh wow, you think you're better than us with your hoity-toity pre-check?
If I have the option of paying to get pre-check because I'm a frequent traveler.
Oh, listen to this guy. Thinks he's better than waiting in line like everybody else.
No, but I want the option if it's there.
Hey, can I just skip you guys because I'm better than you?
No, can I just skip you guys because I'm paying to do it, or I have a credit card that's one of the perks that I pay for? What's wrong with that? We just take away all. What are we doing? Who goes, yeah, that's a great idea. Yeah, dude, if you're in line and I have TSA pre-check and I pay for it and I went down to the airport and I did the whole sit-down interview, here's my ID, all the crap that goes with that, and I take the time. By the way, you have the option to do it.
Yeah, but wouldn't the other argument be if you open that up to other passengers that everyone gets in quicker?
It is opened up. Wait, what now? Sorry.
that if there's not a separate line for TSA pre-check and everyone's in the same line, that gets people through quicker.
No, there's there's
two separate lines.
Literally zero argument for
then
that.
It's just a one line.
No, hold on. There's zero argument for that because part of the reason TSA gets through quicker if you're pre-check is you're pre-checked. You're already on record. You've already gone through. You've been verified. That's also the same reason why.
Then why don't we just do it for everybody and you can still get rid of it?
Absolutely, you can do it for everybody, and you pay the little fee and you get the exclusivity. That's a big reason why a lot of TSA pre-check lines, you don't have to take off your belt or your shoes or all that stuff. Again, it's a different level of security once you've been verified, once you've had the background check. I just got something called it's not global entry for if you travel internationally a lot, and it lets you go in a special line for customs. And you pay a fee for that. But also you have to fill out all this stuff and take pictures of your front and back of your ID. I don't get that. Like, look, there's a lot of things to do in this world that need to happen that are common sense. Getting rid of TSA pre-check, eat one. Just eat it.
Okay, that's the problem you have.
Yeah.
What? Eat one?
Is a TSA pre-check.
No, I'm saying it. I'm just saying because it came up. I wasn't waking up this morning going, you know what?
You were looking at your
I want to
nearest Poly Market.
I want to rant on about it's in front of me. I didn't wake up and go, you know what? I want to talk about TSA pre-check. I want to talk about TSA pre-check because I know Chris is going to be like,
well, actually,
it was just someone that said, "I've got a hot take," and then people know that people like you would get riled up and start talking about it.
Yes.
Oh, people like you.
What was that? People like what do you mean those people?
People that see someone say, "Hey, what if we were to do this?" And then you're like, "They're going to do that? They're tearing my whole life apart. They're going to destroy this country. How stupid are you?"
When did I say any of those three things? See,
you just said it. You forgot.
When did I say A, tearing my whole life apart? B,
I didn't hear that.
The country thing, I forget what he said, and then there was something before that.
See, you forgot already.
I didn't say any of that.
Maybe you did.
The bad thing is we're going to start gaslighting you, Dave, to start thinking that you said things that you didn't. And that's the look of like, please don't.
Please don't do that, dude. Please don't do that. Because that's going to I have a really good long-term memory in weird cases.
Like what was the TGIF lineup in 1987?
TGIF lineup?
Yeah.
That's ABC, right?
Yes.
I wasn't an ABC guy. I know Family Matters and Full House were on there, but I can give you the 1984 Thursday night lineup. Yeah, it would have been a Cosby Show into Family Ties. 9 o'clock would have been Cheers. 9:30 would have been Night Court, I believe. And then now this is a trick one. 10 o'clock was L.A. Law, I think, in 84. I think before that it was St. Elsewhere. And then I know after that it was ER.
I feel like St. Elsewhere was Wednesday, but I could be wrong.
You might be right.
I could be wrong.
I know it was L.A. Law in 84. And I know L.A. Law starred Harry Hamlin and Susan Day and the guy that played Leo McGarry in The West Wing. So I remember stuff like that. For my personal text line, your producer sounds like a stupid loser with this TSA pre-check thing. I'll tell you off the air who that was.
I'm guessing it's someone with a lot of wealth.
No. But it's somebody that factored into the program yesterday quite a bit. So anyways, I can remember crap like that.
Okay.
But I can't remember like yesterday when Chris was like, remember when you said you'd eat a foot?
You did. 9 o'clock hour.
Remember when you said this?
I am 63 years old. Legitimately do not remember that, but that's okay. Jason.
Yes.
The NCAA Division I cabinet voted to eliminate the bowl transition penalty, which means that Sac State will be bowl eligible this season.
This year.
Instead of having to wait 2 seasons.
Yeah.
Your question was, if the Hornets were to make a bowl game this year, what would that impact? What kind of impact would that have on the program and the community? I will start with the first one. What kind of impact? The impact would be immeasurable on the program. It would. You're getting all the advertising, all the stuff. You're now in your name is on people's lips, and who cares? Even if it's like the Poland Weed Eater Bowl or the Chick-fil-A Sandwich Bowl, yeah, it doesn't matter. It's a bowl game. It's a big freaking deal. Now the community here, I wonder about that. I really, really do. Here's what I know. I believe to be a fact. If Sac State, UC Davis, either one of them, but Sac State's in the position. If Sac State were to be nationally ranked,
oh my goodness!
If Sac State were to be in the bowl, the playoff system, no, right? I'm going extreme here, obviously. I think this entire city would be on its ear, with excitement. I don't know if this is a college football town.
Yeah, I mean, the question when the Hornets made the choice to move up, it was a big, bold move, and it cost and all that stuff. I've been on a couple different things where people have asked and questions like, what's the community? And my answer is kind of what you said. I don't know.
Right.
Like, you are a college football fan, but I'd ask you, and it's not a slight to any of these programs, but if, well, this year, for example, UMass is coming here.
Yeah.
I think Ohio is coming here. In other years, it could be Eastern Michigan, Bowling Green. Like, is that, it's not Tennessee.
Right.
It's not.
Right.
I think it's still the highest level, but they're not hosting those programs. And it's not a fault of them. That's where they are. That's what they're in the MAC. And I don't know if that moves the needle for the community. I think there's an excitement to what the program is doing, no doubt about it. And they've had way more attention than all the years I've ever been there. But yeah, I think people were finally getting used to in the big sky, like, hey, Montana's a big deal. Montana State's really good. Hey, they got the rivalry with UC Davis.
Yeah.
Now all those teams in the past 30 years that they've been comfortable with they're not playing, and so it's a different journey they're going on, but it is at a higher level.
It really is one of the great mysteries about this city. I feel like I know this city as well as anyone. And I can say this with zero hesitation. Sacramento, we've talked about this before, but just to reset the take. When you look at college football strongholds in the country, 95%, and we're just talking college football here, of the big boys, they're not in New York, Chicago, LA. They might be New York, Chicago adjacent, and obviously UCLA, USC, that's an exception.
But they have to be good there, too. Like with USC and UCLA, well, USC's been okay. UCLA hasn't been.
Right. They don't care.
They don't care.
They do not care.
They have to be like legit, like
shockingly,
contender.
LA is a very fickle sports town.
Right.
But when you look at, so when you look at Ohio State, it's not Cincinnati and it's not Cleveland, Ohio. It's Columbus, Ohio.
But they're all in.
When you look at Alabama, it's Tuscaloosa. When you look at Florida State, it's Tallahassee. When you look at University of Florida, it's Gainesville. When you look at Georgia, it's Athens. When you look at Notre Dame, it's South Bend, Indiana. Now, I understand the proximity to big cities is there, but Sacramento is in that world of cities, not just geographically, but also our fans are insane, and I mean that in the best way. They're at heart, I think, college football stereotypical fans. I don't know if it's chicken and egg thing. I don't know if it's just because we've never had Division I nationally ranked teams that nobody knows what to do. I'd like to think people would flip out, but I don't know.
Yeah, I think we're not that different as much as we'd like to say we're different than LA, but I think the example would be if the Hornets or Dave or whatever were great.
Yeah.
People would be on board. Like when the Hornets have won more in the last couple of years, Davis has won more. People seem to care. You hear more about it. People are showing up at these games. And I remember, Dave, when I first got here, you've been here your whole life, but when I first got here 30-plus years ago, I always heard like, oh, Sacramento's a baseball town. It's a baseball town.
Yeah.
And at that time, I even went, is it? We didn't have minor leagues yet.
Yeah.
We didn't have the River Cats.
Yeah.
There wasn't Major League here.
Yeah.
Now we have the River Cats.
Yeah, but the Solons were only gone for a year when you came here, right?
And now we literally have Major League Baseball here. And I would say I feel like it's a basketball town.
I agree with you.
At this point.
I agree with you. I think had there been baseball when Greg, Luke, and Bill wanted to build the stadium, I think we might be talking about a different story. And part of that is the arc of baseball versus basketball, the skewing of the city younger. I think there's a lot of other things that can go into it. But I have no problem saying, and yeah, Sacramento's a baseball town has always been a mantra. I have Sacramento is way more a basketball town than a baseball town.
But then even any example of
they're more of an NFL town than they are a baseball
that's
town.
That's probably true. But like if the A's did turn it around the rest of this year and made I think people were talking about them. I think if Republic have a couple of those times when they're in the Cup and they're advancing, it's like people were talking about them. So I think it's not fair weather per se. I think everybody likes winners, but I think in Sacramento especially, I think in the roots it's basketball now. But if the other sports are good, everybody's on board.
And I don't think that's limited to LA or wherever.
Right.
There's always going to be, look, in New York, are we trying to say there weren't more Knicks fans and Knicks flags and Knicks this and Knicks that? God, did you see the I forget, what was it, Citibank, or there was some lady executive with one of the big banks that got fired for stealing it. Can I say that she dumped out a Knicks trash can in the middle of Manhattan and walked off with it? She got fired for stealing the trash can. Is it weird that I have a bigger problem with her dumping out a thing full of trash than stealing the can? And also, lady, what are you doing? Do you not know that cameras exist?
She wanted the can.
And then what? You're just taking this Knicks can home? Hey.
Yeah. Did she get to keep it?
Well, she's going to be probably burning things out of it to stay warm now.
Wow. It's a talking piece.
She lost her house.
So is getting fired. Probably didn't have a house. Probably an apartment. Wow. And by the way, you're in Manhattan. You probably didn't have a house. What are you going to do? Take the Knicks can to your apartment and burn those things in your apartment?
She could probably sell that can and make some money.
She probably. What if there's a Knicks can on eBay right now? There probably is. We're all banned.
There's Knicks of can.
Kentucky Derby?
No, next of kin.
Knicks of can.
Stretch.
Damn it.
But she could do something with that. You think she doesn't have a home?
I think she's I'm pretty sure that $4,800 a month 100 square foot studio
loft.
She was renting. Yeah, loft in next to the water heater ain't gonna happen anymore. There's a bit of bandwagon everywhere.
Yeah,
but I think there's a very big proof of concept in Sacramento on fans willing to support things that are not successful. We are not bandwagon. There are bandwagon people in Sacramento, but Sacramento is not a bandwagon city, if that makes sense.
Yeah, and I think, again, we've done – I've always said this about Sacramento. I think it's part of its charm, but it's also part of what, you can talk about it. We can talk about us, but you can't kind of thing.
Right.
But we have that complexion. We're not L.A. We're not that crazy. But then, hey, don't call us a small town. We kind of straddle the fence on things. But what'll be interesting is, okay, in August – the NBA schedule will come out. And one of the things a lot of people do, myself included, will go, ooh, how many national television games for the Kings? What? Because we want that attention to go nationally. Hey, we want people to see this team. You got to see what they look like.
Right.
I don't know if they'll have very many. Same concept. The Hornets are going to have 5 nationally televised games. Well, if they're good, they'll get more. And a bowl game would be this is just all exposure that this program has never had before.
Camp, and I noticed this. I don't know how old Campeo is, but I'm pretty sure he's older than you and I. And I'm not picking on him. I'm just saying I am 63 years old. I'm gonna say I think this is a pretty common thing when it comes to Sacramentans over a certain age. Campeo says Sacramento is a baseball town. Solon's in the early days on Broadway. Sacramento's produced more players in baseball than the NBA. Hey, listen, I'm not saying Sacramento doesn't have proud baseball roots, number one. Number two, every city has probably produced more baseball players than basketball players because a baseball roster is 25, plus you have 7 levels of minor league. There's just a bigger sample size. That's number two. Number three, I think it being a baseball town was once upon a time a real thing. Look, man, things have changed. And, when I was growing up, this is a baseball town, and people were obsessed about the Giants or the A's, and you had a lot of success, especially with the A's here, and there was nothing going on. And then the Kings got here, and I think it just flipped the script. And the thing is, and this is why it's mostly your older crowd now, there are people that are over 40 years old with children of their own, and in some cases probably a grandchild, that do not know what it's like to live in the city without the Kings.
Right.
That's 2-3 generations now we're at of Kings being in Sacramento, and generationally those things change. When you look at the overall popularity, I'm talking about mainly in America, of boxing compared to mixed martial arts, yeah, you're going to get the big boxing fights with the huge payouts. But you see far more mixed martial arts UFC stuff than you do boxing. HBO's After Dark is long gone. USA Friday night. I mean, there's so many landmark boxing shows that don't exist anymore, largely because of the emergence of MMA. But MMA emerged in the early 90s. Now, you're into your second and third generation of mixed martial arts fans. It's not the new kid on the block. Demographics change, people change, likes change, and in this case, I think the baseball thing changed.
Yeah, I mean, to your point on the this was a boxing community.
Yes.
And then it kind of became an MMA community with Uriah and just other events here.
Tony Lopez before it. Wasn't Ray Boom Boom Mancini from somebody else? I mean, there's a long storied history. Tony Lopez, Rocky Lockridge on CBS at Arco Arena back in the either late 80s or 90s, the Tony Lopez, John Molina fight. Like this whole, and Faber, Jens Pulver here, to your point, this city was on its ear. Right. I have never heard, with the exception of maybe the Bibby shot and the Herder shot. Those are the only two crowd pops I would even try to compare with the crowd pop when California Love hit, when Faber was fighting Jens Pulver. Holy God, it almost was painful. It was so loud. It was your chest physically shook. We have the roots, and I'm not trying to be a wise guy, and I understand that there are circumstances around this. But the fact that the Athletics aren't selling out every single game when you're talking about a capacity of 11,000, 12,000, and also the fact that this is a limited time only, and the fact that you can go on the secondary market and buy cheap seats and see real-life baseball players, and by the way, the A's have been flirting with first place all year. Now, I want expansion. I know it's partly Fisher. I know things would be a little bit different, but we can't be all purple pom-pom, homers here, and we have to look at the fact, like, dude, you can't sell 12,000 seats to Major League Baseball. It's not a baseball town anymore. Not like it was.
Yeah, and I don't know what the numbers will be, but there might be that or more at the California Classic. That doesn't register as a regular season game by any means. It's a exhibition in the summer without the game's biggest stars, and they'll do great. They'll have a lot of people there.
A lot of people.
There's a lot of basketball fans in our community. It's just time. I'm convinced if I don't know when they got their day, but mid-90s maybe, the Sharks in San Jose, that wasn't a hockey town.
No.
It certainly is now.
Absolutely.
After years, and then they're now, based on where they think they're going, my goodness, they'll have Sharks fever.
And by the way,
that would be here too.
I was just going to say, I'm just throwing this out there, and I don't know if I'm right or not, but if you made me do the $250,000 bet thing, I would do this. If you gave me 10 years of Major League Baseball in Sacramento or 10 years of NHL hockey in Sacramento, I'll bet you hockey would be more popular at the end of it. I think this is actually more of a hockey. I think this is more of a receptive hockey. And by the way, hockey's nothing here right now.
Yeah.
You've got like Sharks fans in hockey fans in Sacramento are like, you go into a room of 1,000 people and you're as likely to find a Bjork fan as you are a hockey fan. I'm just saying, dude. That's about the ratio, and that's no offense to Bjork. I'm saying if you took a poll, how many people in here right now have an old Bjork album at home? How many of you are hockey people? I think it'd be about the same number. But if we got NHL hockey, and God forbid they were good at some point, and you built that generation, I actually think this town is more conducive to arena-based sports with constant action, shorter attention span, bigger crowd pops than the long-form outdoor baseball. I could be wrong, but I'm not a hockey guy, but I know I would be.
Right.
I'd be like, oh, man,
hockey.
Roscoff versus Vizenkov. I don't think so with Nordberg and Bloomberg. I don't know what the hell I'm talking. I would be. All right, we'll take a good discussion.
Yeah.
We'll take a break. When we come back, speaking of do you think the California Classic will, I don't even remember what the attendance was. Do you think it'd be more than 11,000, 12,000?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. I mean, it's basically like the Hall of Fame game for the NBA, and they're still going to pack the place, and that just goes to the love there. When we come back, the upcoming California Classic, the stars at night will shine so bright. Also the daytime as well. We'll get to what's on deck as well. Then Matt and Kayla all coming up right after this.
Darius Acuff Jr. is a Sacramento King.
The Sacramento Kings select Darius Acuff Jr. from the University of Arkansas.
After a private workout and an entire offseason of speculation, the 6'2" point guard fell to the Kings at number 7 and will be the latest young star to take the floor in Sacramento. Will the SEC's leading scorer continue the small guard resurgence in the NBA?
Your exclusive home for Kings basketball.
Sactown Sports 1140.
Sacramento weather is brought to you by Elk Grove Honda.
I'm Tamara Berg in the KCRA 3 Weather Center. It's Thursday. Out the door, you feel that Delta breeze for the morning. Probably need a layer for the first few hours. We get into the afternoon, we'll see mainly sunny skies as the clouds thin out. You'll still feel that breeze with highs today in the upper 80s. Get the latest forecast on the KCRA 3 News and the KCRA 3 app.
Cheap, cheap. That's the sound of savings happening right now at Elk Grove Honda. For more than 50 years, Elk Grove Hondas are still cheap, cheap. You'll find us under the flag in the Elk Grove Auto Mall, Highway 99 at Elk Grove Boulevard. Elk Grove Hondas are
cheap, cheap.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You sort through tons of resumes and you get too many so-so applicants. You're just waiting for someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now, there's a place where you can meet them fast. ZipRecruiter.
Need to hire right away. Start your search for strong candidates. The right fit awaits. Build your team. Build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. And you're on your way to meeting your match. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. So try it now. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
And we're live from the living room as Doug eyes up the matchday spread. He's reaching for the buffalo wing. Perfect. Hang on, what's this? Oh, he's gone for a can of Pepsi too. Incredible. What a finish. Sensational combination. Look at the delight on his face. There's no doubt about it. It just tastes better. Match days deserve Pepsi. Food deserves Pepsi. Grab a pack of Pepsi Zero Sugar for today's match. It's poetry in motion.
At Power Business Technology, we're not another big box corporation. We're your neighbors, locally owned and operated. We know what businesses like yours need, from reliable printers to high-performance copiers. We'll help you find the right solution with personal service you just can't get online. Need setup or support? We're just down the road and always happy to help. Power Business Technology, family hometown service with big-time solutions. Contact us today for all your business printing needs at 844-POWER-BZ. That's 844-769-3729 or visit us at powercopiers.com.
Hi, how can I help?
Well, my husband and I feel like we've outgrown our current money manager.
I see.
Our lives have changed, and we need something more than just mutual funds to help us in retirement.
She's right.
I hear that often. At Fisher Investments, we'd start by getting to know you, your finances, family, health, lifestyle. We tailor a portfolio around your goals and needs.
Sounds good.
Can you help with estate planning?
Yes. We have a team of specialists who can help you with estate planning, Social Security, investment income, and more. We'll get to know your whole financial picture and help keep you on the path to a comfortable retirement.
And your fees?
We have a simple, transparent fee that's a percentage of the value of your portfolio. So we do better when you do better.
I feel better already.
At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different. Learn more at FisherInvestments.com/different. Investing in securities involves the risk of loss.
What's going on? We're talking to Chad Hoblet of Hoblet Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram and Woodland. Chad, tell us what's happening for Chrysler's Make This the Summer event.
Kick summer off right when you save up to $9,500 off MSRP on new 2026 Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo Altitudes. You won't find a better looking, more powerful and comfortable Jeep on the road. There's nothing like moving the family around in luxury.
Yeah, those Jeeps look real nice inside and out.
It's beautiful, but Hoblet is more than Jeeps. Stop by the Hoblet Certified Pre-Owned Supercenter to find whatever you need. With nearly 200 vehicles available and 115 under $30,000, Hoblet needs to be your first stop.
Search, select, and save through their whole inventory at HobletDodge.com. Unbeatable prices, unbeatable selection. Nobody beats Hoblet, period.
$9,500 toll net savings on select new 2026 Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo Altitude after $5,500 factory incentive and $4,000 dealer discount. Incentives include $1,000 Hoblet trade-in assistance with eligible trade-in and $2,000 Make This the Summer event retail cash. 3 of this net savings. Sample VIN 243062. See dealer for details.
Hi, this is Adam Johnson, owner of Golf Fitness Solutions. Most golfers practice their swing, but ignore the body swing in the club. We help golfers move better, get stronger, reduce pain, build power, and play longer. Join us for a free trial week and see how golf-specific training can help you support your body and your game. Try a class, meet the team, and find a right program for your goals. Call 916-802-5175 or visit golffitnesssolutions.com. Golf Fitness Solutions. Move better, feel better, play better.
Join Kayla in Sactown Sports this Friday from 4 to 6 p.m. at Cal Expo as the world's best skateboarders, BMX riders, and Moto X athletes take over Cal Expo June 26th through the 28th. Tickets at xgames.com.
Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Call or text at 916-339-1140
on Sactown Sports.
Camp, I wasn't picking on you. I was actually saying that I think your opinion is popular amongst the older crowd.
Yeah.
That's all. Rex says, Dave, enough with the Bjork. It wasn't Bjork slander. Hey, listen, dude, if you want to talk about 90s female rock pop artists, you're coming to the right dude, okay? Because I can go into my phone right now, and you can give me Bjork, and I'll throw you Tori Amos. I'll throw you, obviously, Alanis Morissette. How about Poe? You got any Poe in there?
Edgar Allan?
Nah, Poe. Trigger Happy Jack. You know that song.
Can you hand us instead of throw them at us?
I don't know Trigger Happy Jack.
You know Trigger Happy Jack.
I don't think I do.
I think you know. I'm going to guess you know.
I just know Pump Action Tom.
And I know that, and I know that you'll be honest.
Okay.
I'm going to guess that you know 2 Poe songs.
Oh wow. I think I'm going to be 0 for Poe.
Let's start with
First one's Raven.
Okay. Let me just go to the.
But either way, I wanna kill you.
Wow.
Now I like it.
No, you talked over.
But either way, I wanna kill you. I wanna blow you away.
You don't know this song?
No, it sounds like a feel good. I don't know that one.
Never heard it once in my life.
Yeah,
well, I expect that out of Chris. Let me get to the lyric. I can't believe. I guarantee you, people listening know this song.
Well, I'm sure.
Not everybody, of course. Here we go. No. You guys are weird.
I think more people are fans of hockey in Sacramento than that band.
Tracy Bonham, Mother.
Mother,
tell your
children not to come my way.
That's Danzig, who I think Tracy Bonham is taller than. But no, Mother, come on.
Seriously?
I'm just calling to say help.
You guys are freaking depressing me, dude. You
So
guys
is this music.
Oh, if you know anything, you're gonna know the chorus.
Nope.
No.
Let's try another one. Someone else?
Like, it's not. I'm not saying that.
Yeah,
I don't like. I like them, but
I feel like
I've
there's
never
been
heard
in a
those songs.
movie maybe I've seen. Feels like a 90s movie.
Letters to Cleo.
That's a
Call me now.
That was good.
Come on. This is Jennifer Love Hewitt getting ready for school.
Yep.
Realizes she's late.
And scrambling.
Runs out the door.
Where is it? Or we talked about white chicks yesterday, and it is like the montage of them getting ready. Here's the English chorus. Is that in Legally Blonde?
So the funny thing, I do know that song.
Okay, but it's from something stupid that's going to make me angry.
Parks and Recreation.
There you go.
Ben Wyatt was a big fan of the band.
There you go, Ben. I did not know those.
Scott on the text line. We've never heard of any of these. Well, I guess
Thank you, Scott.
I guess that strangely.
You're a little more cultured than the rest of us.
I guess that strangely makes my point that when it comes to 90s girl alt rock,
That's you.
Wheelhouse. That is a wheelhouse of mine. Grunge is probably number one. 90s alt girl rock. Big, and I'm not talking about the four non-blondes.
That's what I know.
I know. That's what I'm saying. That's all the surface stuff. I'm talking about the deep stuff.
Deep cuts.
Deep cuts.
Deep quote.
With Jack Handy. World Cup today. The United States.
Turkey, eh?
Taking on Turkey, Legion. Mr.
They're lucky that they're playing in January and not November.
That's a great point because they'd be cooked. Turkey.
January.
Yeah, that is true. Why'd you say January?
Did I say January?
Yeah,
You did.
June.
Oh.
Idiot, and I fell for it. Thanks. Dave's failing to realize the world has passed him by. No, dude. I know that every day. Also, I started out bringing up at the beginning of the World Cup this guy's point, and I said, I started out against his point, but the more I heard his logic, I'm for it. I am firmly now on the side of the following. I ain't saying Turkey, dude. It's Turkey. I'm calling the country what we call the country. There was another guy that showed, like, if we called every country what they call themselves, you wouldn't recognize half the countries. Like Saudi Arabia, a bunch of, like, Norway, I think. Like, if we called them what they call themselves, you wouldn't know what the hell we're talking about. So relax, Turkey, eh?
But we know what you're talking about in that.
With Turkey, eh? Yeah, because it sounds like turkey.
Right.
But if it was like, Schlurky, eh? And that meant Turkey, we wouldn't. Like, Sweden, I think, is a weird one. Like, a bunch of them that you know, you go, oh, I know Norway.
Schlurky, eh?
Yeah, but then instead of Norway, it's like Glirden, Hirden, Dirden, and I don't know that. So I'm calling it the American or English word.
America.
And you know what? And but guess what? I'm not going to go to my Spanish friends, my Mexican friends, my Spanish-speaking friends, and be like,
you respect the Mexico.
Be like, no, bro, it's not Estados Unidos. It's freaking America. Call us America. Call us United States. It's not Estados Unidos. No, bro, call it Estados. Is that your name for us? Fine. Just don't call me late for dinner.
Didn't realize you had an imaginary friends at your age.
What? Your
talking
foreign
about all
friends.
your foreign friends.
Bro, I have more foreign friends than you do.
Bro.
Let's just calm down, guy.
Are you calling them friends?
Somebody says don't forget about Sheryl Crow. I didn't
There we
forget. Again,
I can't hate foreigners. Some of my best friends
some
are
of my best
foreigners.
friends are foreigners. How can I be? Yeah, exactly. I've got a foreigner friend right over there.
Foreigner. That's a good band.
Great band. There's another example. Have you seen Lou Reed trying to? Is it Lou Reed, the lead singer of Foreigner? Lou, no, it's not.
Something Reed. Yeah,
I think it is Lou Reed. Have you seen him try to?
Is it disappointing?
It's.
Does he want to? Has he found out what love is?
Yeah. I don't know love. What does he mean by "I want you to show me"? Oh, also, United States and Turkey. Curacao at Curacao at Ivory Coast. I'm not calling you.
Is that their name?
Oh man, I kind of like what Norway calls Norway.
What do they call it?
Norge.
I mean, hey, Norge.
It's like when you walk into the bar. Norge.
Norge Jefferson. Norge of the Jungle.
Norge or Noreg?
Paul Norge.
Paul Nort. Yep. Curious Norge.
Norge Brett.
Matt Norge.
Winner.
Me, Norgie.
Japan at Sweden. Tunisia at the Netherlands, which is like Nederlander or something is what they call themselves. Something. Paraguay versus Australia. And the Athletics and Giants. I ever tell you I saw this clip and Meatloaf explained why when he says I'll do anything for love, but I won't do that.
Right.
And he said that like everybody misunderstands
what the that is because I'm. That's exactly what all of us think. That was off the air. Yeah, that's exactly what all of us think. I'll do anything for love, but I'm not doing that. We all think we know what he means by that, and you think it's something gross or just not only something you only do on anniversaries. But that is not. So he says he explains it. He goes, "I'll never." Here's the lyrics, right? I'll never lie to you, and that's a fact. I'll never forget the way you feel right now. I would do anything for love, but I won't do that. He's saying, I won't lie to you. I won't forget the way. He goes, I won't do that as a reference to the previous lyrics where he's saying all the stuff he won't do. And I was like, oh, I get it. Yeah. Because
I just thought it was he didn't want to do, that. And nobody really wants to do that. You just do it if, as a favor.
His name's Meatloaf.
His name is Robert Paulson.
That is true. How did he come up with Meatloaf? Right? Like, I think Meatloaf probably, obviously he was a big artist and it got him somewhere, but like.
I like how you looked at Meatloaf.
And it came up with recipes. I think of his name.
Meatloaf, yay or nay?
Oh, big yay.
Really?
Huge Meatloaf.
We're talking about the food, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Huge. It's got to be made right.
Correct. Like anything.
Nothing worse than dry, bricky meatloaf.
Yeah.
I like my meatloaf like I like my weed. It's nice.
How do you like your meatloaf?
I always ketchup on it. No, I if you do the onion soup mix, but here's the thing. By the way, we got to take a break. Can I tell you guys? I'm going to tell you guys something. You want a real good hack for good meatloaf? Take your ground beef, put your egg in your breadcrumb, and put all that, whatever. Here's what you do though, right? The onion soup mix, which also is great. You don't have to. Here's the hack for a good meatloaf. Dice mushrooms, raw mushrooms. Put them in the meatloaf. As it cooks, the moisture from the mushrooms expands in the meatloaf and helps keep it moist. Don't overcook that sucker, man. Broil that barbecue sauce or whatever on the top. I'm actually a gravy and meatloaf guy more than I am a barbecue sauce or ketchup guy. And then, by the way, cold meatloaf sandwiches the next day. Booyah!
With cheese?
I'm hungry, dude.
Yeah, you are. You can put cheese on that. If it's a sandwich, no?
I've never done it.
Hamburger.
I have no pushback.
Yeah.
I have no pushback on that. I might have. Oh my goodness!
I know I haven't done it, but
cheese loaf. Absolutely. Oh, here comes the PD staring at us.
Uh-oh.
What'd you do? Just judging. Just sitting over there judging. We'll take a break. When we come back, Crosstalk, Matt and Kayla next.
The Kings landed Darius Acuff Jr. at number 7. But that wasn't enough. Just before the end of the first round, Scott Perry moved back up to select UConn forward Alex Karaban as the winningest player in UConn basketball history. Will Karaban's shooting ability and championship pedigree help build a new winning culture in Sacramento?
Your exclusive home for Kings basketball.
Sactown Sports 1140.
Toyota's 4th of July sales event is on. This is the season for more.
It's always
This 4th of July, get 3.99% APR plus $500 finance cash on 2026 Tacoma SR5. Or get 2.99% APR plus $1,000 finance cash on Tundra. Make the most of summer in a new Toyota truck. Don't miss the 4th of July sales event. Toyota. Let's go places. Offers available through TFS to buyers with pre-rated credit and can't be combined with other offers. Cashback offer excludes Tundra TRD Pro and 6/30/26.
NASCAR legend Michael Waltrip is coming to Echo Park Automotive Sacramento this Thursday from 2 to 4 p.m. Get there early to meet Michael and celebrate Echo Park's sponsorship of A.J. Allmendinger's number 16 Chevrolet at Sunday's Toyota Save Mart 350 at Sonoma Raceway. 10 pairs of race tickets are up for grabs in a live drawing, plus score an autographed A.J. Allmendinger hero card. And while you're there, browse Echo Park's huge inventory. Get the new car feel without the new car price. This Thursday, 2 to 4.
Skeeter here, my card. Field Tech, Sacramento Yellow Mosquito and Vector Control District. I never met a Culex terrasalis I didn't want to smack. That's Latin for mosquito. Hey, it's time again to fight the bite. Time to protect yourself from West Nile virus by applying insect repellent. Once a week, drain stagnant water and report dirty green swimming pools. Ew. They're breeding grounds.
The Sacramento Yellow Mosquito and Vector Control District reminds you it's time to fight the bite.
My card never gets old.
For more information or to report problems, go to fightthebite.net.
When a person is seriously injured, there's no substitute for the personal legal relationship offered by the local NorCal firm of Ashton & Price. From the first attorney meeting, every important decision is made with a direct consultation with, and I can't believe I have to say this, a real, live, experienced, flesh and blood local attorney. It's called Home Court Advantage for a reason. Ashton & Price, serious local attorneys for serious people with serious injuries with no fee until we win. For the best local advice, don't think twice. Call Ashton & Price.
Card collectors know there's nothing as special as a rare one-of-one card. And now you can hear a very rare one-of-a-kind sports card show right here on Sactown Sports. Whitey Gleason here inviting you to join me and Mr. True Sports Cards himself, Emran Pilati, for the True Sports Card Show every Saturday morning at 10 on Sactown Sports. It's the only sports card radio show in the nation. For all your hobby needs, get to True Sports Cards, 6661 Stanford Ranch Road in Rockland. And for hobby, insight, and fun, join us for the True Sports Card Show Saturday mornings at 10 on Sactown Sports.
Cheap, cheap. That's the sound of savings happening right now at Elk Grove Honda. You remember, right? Elk Grove Hondas are still cheap, cheap. And right now you'll find a good deal more on new Honda gas and hybrid Accords, Civics, CRVs, and more fuel-efficient Elk Grove Hondas. Every sale is done right here, under the flag in the Elk Grove Auto Mall. Come see why generations of families return again and again to Elk Grove Honda in the Elk Grove Auto Mall, because Elk Grove Hondas are cheap, cheap.
The stars align in West Sacramento as the A's go head-to-head with the Los Angeles Dodgers for a spectacular summer series starting Monday, June 29th. Celebrate the start of the holiday week with an action-packed series. Be there to witness one of the most highly anticipated matchups of the season. Get your tickets now at athletics.com/tickets. That's athletics.com/tickets.
It's time for the news of the day.
The latest headlines, the biggest stories, hard-hitting analysis.
This is none of those things. And now, here's Carmichael Dave and Jason Ross.
Hey. I gotta move my connector. Hi.
Move the dongle.
Kayla, Brendan Nunez joining us. Good morning.
What's going on?
How are you?
I get to do the show with Brendan today.
Isn't that great? Love Brendan. Brendan wearing his Dennis Rodman shirt.
I love that, by the way.
Giants hat.
Yeah, was a gift. I don't really know how to feel about Dennis Rodman, to be honest.
He's cool.
Yeah.
Whatever.
It's
player-wise, all for hustle guys.
Sure.
Great in double team.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to be able to think about anything else until I address this.
Oh, shoot. I shouldn't have even said anything, but I had nowhere to
You know
plug in
what?
my wire.
It's called being a good teammate. You should have said something, and I applaud you. So, remember earlier in the show,
yes,
I had to plug into Kayla's thing. I had to use Kayla's adapter to plug my headphones into, because as often happens, somebody took the adapter off my headphone plug. Now she comes in and she also has the tiny plug like I do. This
Or
is
losers.
getting worse. And so she needed her own adapter. So as I explained to her why I was doing that, and she goes, "Yeah, Matt probably took it." And I go, "What do you mean?" And she goes, "Well, sometimes he needs the adapter."
Now, we were given our own adapters at some point by engineering,
Yeah.
so he might not have. But there is a chance that
Who could it be?
It could be anyone.
It truly could. So like who?
anyone.
But who sits there?
You certainly won't catch me using Dave's headphones later today. I'll tell you that.
What do you mean by that?
Do you notice what he doesn't have on his ears right now?
Who?
Headphones.
Oh, why not, buddy?
Well, usually there's an extra pair when I come in here.
Oh,
you
like
know?
Dave's?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, they seem to work pretty well.
Have you used them recently?
Maybe
So I
fairly
could say
recently.
anything about Brendan right now, and he
had the
can't hear
attachment
me.
on it initially.
Oh.
Why do I not feel angry about Brendan using my headphones? I don't have an explanation for that. I feel like Brendan's a clean dude.
What if he's the one that...
Have you been messing with my adapters?
Potentially.
Now, it also could be the afternoon show.
It could be anyone, Dave.
It could be.
This is Matt.
Matt, it's Dave, you're on the air.
Hi.
Are you in a whirlpool?
In a safe space.
Are you trapped?
What are you doing?
I am currently in my Airbnb in Snohomish, Washington.
Why do you sound like Wheezy Jefferson, dude? Are you okay?
He's probably sleeping, bro.
Oh, are you sleeping?
Well, I did get in at like 1 a.m., but no, I'm good.
Okay, just real quick question.
Oh
dude.
man,
Hello.
only 8 hours of sleep.
And enjoy
He's got to
yourself.
eliminate.
Fresh out the shower, baby. I'm all washed up.
Okay, bad visual. I just want to ask you a quick question, and before I ask you, I want to say some things. I'm being very serious. You know that I love you, right? And you know that I've known you a long time. You know that no matter what, I'm always going to love you. But I just want you to be honest with me, okay?
This is a great start.
Have you been touching my headphone adapter?
Oh, your dongle? Yes, I did steal your dongle, and I forgot to give it back.
Wait, so I was correct?
Confirmed.
No, yes, this time I do have your dongle. It's currently in my bag right in front of me.
Hilarious.
So you took my adapter.
Hold on. The first dongle steal was not my dongle
that
steal,
was
but I
not
did
his.
grab your dongle the second time.
I don't like.
I'm actually looking at your dongle right now.
Let's just call it an adapter.
It's shiny.
You took the adapter off my headphones, put them on your headphones, used them, and then didn't give me back my adapter.
Then left the state.
I would like to blame Whitey Gleason and Alan Stiles, who rush us out of our spots. Like they scream and yell at us to get out really quickly.
There's a
so I
broom
panicked
involved.
and I just grabbed it. Yeah, there is.
Yes,
Right.
let me tell
broom.
you why that's not acceptable. That's like you murdered 4 people. And the reason you got caught is because somebody came home too early. Let's focus on the murdering of the 4 people.
Exactly like that.
How about this?
Great analogy.
But here's the problem. Why not just have your own adapter?
Well, I know I do, but I don't know where I put it.
So you use my adapter, and now why do I feel like I'm talking to my kids? So you use my adapter that I have bought, and by the way, and again, be honest here, you're already in trouble. Is this the first time?
Yes, this is the first time. I know you lost your dongle already, but that was not me.
How do you know I already lost my dongle?
Because you've complained about it with me there.
Thank you. So if I've already complained about it, and you know how pissed off I am about people touching the thing on my headphones, why would you then touch it?
Because I needed it.
Okay, guess what? You're on the clock, dude.
Oh,
I will have my revenge in this life or the next. It's coming. You're not gonna know which direction it's coming from, but it's coming.
I'm going to take pictures of your dongle around Seattle and send it to you so you know he's having a good time.
Where in the world is Dave's dongle?
While you're on there in the Airbnb doing whatever the hell it is you do, why don't you go on Amazon.com and order one of them 4-packs of dongles and bring it back? That'd be a good start.
Oh, no, bring it back. No, you could just send it now. You should have it by tomorrow.
Real quick, what did you think of the pick yesterday, Matt?
I like it. I liked it.
All right. I'm glad we solved that.
Yeah.
I can't believe I was right. I was just kind of like guessing.
I really thought it was my fault.
It's a shared. It is a shared workspace.
I will say this: when you saw that Brendan has used it before, the look on your face was like, "I am 3 seconds from jumping across."
I don't know
Brendan was
why.
going to admit that he did it, and you didn't even do it.
It's a shared workspace. We all had. Now, my fault, I guess, again, for not taking them
Where
with
do
me.
you leave it?
I wrap up my headphones and I put them in the corner.
So it's on there.
Yes.
It's
on there.
It's not like sitting right here for like, use me.
Kayla, if you left your headphones here and I was in in that situation, I swear to Christ, I would text or call you and be like, hey, look, I grabbed your dongle. Is that okay? Or you, Jason.
Would
or
you
you.
do that, Jason?
I would ask.
You should be asking consent beforehand.
Well, it is an emergency. I need whatever. It was hot. I was hungry. But that's a real genius line.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways, Matt's going to get it, dude.
Yeah, he is.
And the problem with Matt's celebrity birthday is brought to you by Crumble Cookies. Hey, one of your friends just stab you in the heart? Well, how about a Crumble Cookie? You know what? They're not going to like that read. Crumble Cookies, fun to watch, sports with. Anyways, he's not only going to get it for him, he's going to get it for all the other people that have stolen it, too.
Ugh, I'm not doing that ever.
I'm just going to make sure you don't get hit with any of the shrapnel. I'm going to do the best I can.
I've been hit with some shrapnel this week, man.
Oh, okay.
My eye's almost out.
Celebrity birthdays brought to you by Crumble Cookies.
Okay, on this date, in what year did the movie The Notebook come out?
Ooh,
2006. 2007.
2005.
2002.
Tie with Brendan and I think Chris, 2004. Or did you say 5?
Yeah.
Oh, you were closest, sorry. About that. Grown Ups. The movie Grown Ups. Great.
2008.
Good one.
2009.
2007.
2012.
Dave's closest, 2010. Sleepless in Seattle.
Oh,
1993.
He was fast with that.
Yeah, 93.
I think he's right, but I'll say 94.
I've never heard of this movie in my life.
Really?
Meg Ryan, Tom Hanks.
Oh, you got to look it up.
I know Tom Hanks. 96.
Chris and Dave were right, 93. Happy birthday
Kayla.
today.
Chris and Kayla.
Or Kayla, sorry.
Yeah, yeah.
Gosh, I'm butchering
He's
it today.
trying to not get
Happy
points.
birthday, Del Curry.
Del Curry is 66.
67.
67.
62.
We have a correct answer. Goes to Brendan Nunez. Happy birthday to Ricky Gervais.
Ugh.
Wow.
61.
60.
60.
63.
Brendan's closest, 65. And Desmond Bain. Bain.
Just new college basketball coach, Desmond Bain.
Yep.
Desmond Bain is 28.
Huh?
No, not
NBA
basketball
player?
coach.
No, but didn't he just...
Yeah, he's doing like a part.
Didn't he just join the university or something?
29.
Yeah, but not as a coach.
I thought it was a coach. What is he, a dancer?
Go.
All right, Brendan, Kayla, Brendan coming up next. Matt may never work here again. Bye-bye now.
The Kings of